like mine, I needed to do mine because fucking, it's already getting into that heat wave over down here. So I was like, yep, time for the cut of hairs.
I have.
I hear me.
Oh yeah, do you hear me and you?
Yes.
Believe in you. Believe in you that. No, believe in me that believes in you. I don't know. I forgot how the
There you
quote
go.
goes.
I was like,
I forgot how the quote went, but yeah, it's been a while, man.
I see you, Yoshi, but you're blocking him.
I know. He's even he's not big enough to pop up in the background like that. I heard that.
I poured the milk first, then the cereal.
So I think I've done that before as a kid, as like a little baby boy when I first time poured my own bowl of cereal.
And you regretted it.
Yeah. Splish splash. Made it crash, man.
Made a mess and up here. Here comes your mom with a rolling pin going like, what did you do?
Rolling pin.
It's like it fell.
Yeah. That's how we start the show.
with your mom grabbing the rolling pin.
Yes. Very, very totally not out of context. It's everything is in context. Everything's in place. Everything is planned. Everything is simulation. Yep. It's a simulation.
There's no segues.
It's all part of life, man.
Yep.
It's all how it went. It's all written in the book. Anywho, Zawa has red 13 in the background. I have Yoshi more than 13 pounds in the background. I couldn't come up with the 13 type of thing until that. Anyway, hope everyone's been doing good. This is indeed 250, not 249, so we're definitely halfway to 300, which is crazy at this point.
And also congratulations to us. We made it to Legendary Hole.
Yay! Hey, what's 251?
No one cares. No one cares about that fucking Pokemon. Everyone likes Lugia. No one talks about Hole.
I mean, I got Heart Gold, so whatever.
251 is the.
Is it Celebi? Okay,
yep.
Okay. That's the mystical Pokemon of that generation, or at least one of them anyway. There's probably been like another couple other ones within the Johto region, but anyway.
I was about to say in the pantheon of Pokemon.
No, just within Johto. But anywho, we'll talk about more Nintendo stuff later on because we are indeed going to be talking about the Direct, the State of Play, which happened the same day, which is crazy, right? Of course, Mortal Kombat as it is in early access right now, and more. So yeah, hope everyone's been doing good. Again, this is 250, halfway to 300, which is again nutty. And yeah, so we're gonna carry on as we were in with the show. This is the Hypecast after all, with yours truly, Sean, aka Hawk525, with the always drinking co-host Zwadderi.
You make it sound like I have a drinking problem. When you said that line, I was like,
"You are always drinking." as am I, because you gotta stay hydrated. In fact, I got two cups. In fact, but this is my big sippy cup.
Next Hypecast, you're gonna see me with probably a fucking Heineken or
Heineken or even like the Kraken or something. I don't know.
No, I'll be traditional for us. We're gonna get premium beer.
Oh, okay. Actually, I'm actually like okay with Asahi or just Japanese beer in general, really.
I prefer Kirin.
Kidding, yeah, kidding. Dude, I had Michelob before in Vegas when remember Kenny had was offering the $1 beer thing. I mean, thank you for the beer, thank you for the offer, Kenny, but my goodness, that beer is just what is that
beer? It's one of those you need to have the taste for it before it hits your throat. It's like, all right, come on.
Yeah. It's just kind of like a waste of space in my stomach. That's how I feel whenever I drink Michelob and such other American light beers.
Too bad you weren't by a plan. You're like, thanks, Kenny.
Actually, that's what I kind of did. I was as soon as I saw like a shrub or bush, I just kind of put it. I was halfway done, or like 2/3 done.
Happy birthday!
Here you go, plant. I'm sorry, but here you go. But yeah, I'm sorry, man. I can't do Michelob. It's just not good. It doesn't taste good to me. I understand, people have those times where you just gotta have cheap beer. I get it, but man, it ain't for me. it ain't it for me. But something is it in here in Fighting Games, right?
Yep.
And so we have potential news, which is very interesting of itself, that we are likely, from what it sounds like, according to Yellow Motion here on Twitter, I'm still calling it Twitter, that there is a hint, and it's been expected many times, but now it's officially confirmed. Tekken 8 will reveal a brand new character, a brand new playable character, at Tokyo Game Show of this year. Other little notes and tidbits, I guess. Life-size statue of a Tekken character will be on display at the Tokyo Game Show venue. This is hinting at the new character that they'll reveal Tokyo Game Show. Why? It's safe to say that it won't be a reveal of the life-size statues of King or of Jen or King, since we've already seen those at various events. Also, we should get to see more of the game, potentially including new story mode and new character gameplay. The public unveiling ceremony is starting at 10 a.m., very, very specific time in Japan, on Thursday, September 21st. So that is pretty soon. That's sometime next week. I was kind of wondering, like, there hasn't been talk about, like, oh, Tokyo Game Show, it's coming up, that kind of thing. It's been weird. But I guess this is one way to find out when Tokyo Game Show is coming up. So so that is one thing to look forward to for TGS. So any comments on Le Tekken?
On Tekken?
Yeah.
If I was anywhere near that king statue, it would have been missing in a flash.
Yeah. It's a life-size one, right? So my god.
Yeah. Somehow my skinny ass would be like,
yeah.
Sir, where are you going with that statue? The leg broke. I'm one of the repairmen.
Yeah. I can definitely see something like that happen, and you totally are gonna go get away with it, right? You gotta pull off some like Lupin the Third type of like scheme to like get that statue out of there, But anyway,
I'll find a way.
there's always a way. There's always a way, right? Yeah.
But for the new character, I hope. Okay. So when we think about new characters, so we from where in the world they're from.
Right.
We recently got someone from Peru. And then we had not was it Norway?
Poland.
Yeah, Poland.
We've had someone from Poland, yes. Mm-hmm.
Poland. So if we hit like major places that in the world, I kind of want to see an Australian fighter. 'Cause we don't have one,
I
right?
mean, technically we have Roger, but or Roger Jr. Excuse me, but
Roger,
but an actual Australian person, yes. I mean, yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool, right? That'd be pretty neat. Definitely gonna be playing in more like the animal stuff, like this guy or gal is a protector of the animals, and maybe like this person does have some commons with Julia, right? Julia Chang. That would be pretty nice because she is like a forest the anti-deforestation person or whatever, right? She runs that type of organization, and in fact streams to kind of promote that stuff, right? So that would be pretty neat to kind of like add that to this story, because it kind of makes sense because Australia is highly affiliated with animals, right? They say it's kind of like the prison, right? Because there's so many like dangerous animals there, like that kind of stuff. But obviously wildlife, right? You want to preserve it to give our respect to the earth, right? So I think Australia would be a good way to kind of like promote that, like a nice fun way to promote that, without being, of course, too obnoxious about it, as long as it makes sense within the story. And I think it will. I think they can make it work if that is the case. I was thinking more like maybe something out of left field, maybe like something from like Iceland or something, like Icelandic person or something. That'd be kind of like neat. Although I'm afraid they would be stereotyped into something like more like Norse mythology almost, or like Vikings, type of thing, Valhalla, all that type of stuff. So I don't know. Maybe it could work. Obviously, it could be cool, but who knows, right? What else could pop up?
But they do. I was gonna say, I'll be very happy if they put a Polynesian type of character.
Absolutely, yeah. That would be pretty cool. I wonder if we haven't had any people from like New Zealand, right? For Tekken.
New Zealand. Well, New Zealanders are also part of the Polynesian chain.
Right. But I'm thinking
I don't think so. Unless somehow fucking Heihachi or Kazuya had a fucking like bastard child down there.
I know, right? How Heihachi
like
had one.
Lars.
Lars is Swedish, yeah. So Lars is half Swedish, so that's there you go. Like you kind of have that footing with the Swedish, so at least a little bit.
Which again will be like so fucking hilarious. It's like you have who are you? Hi, uncle.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. Either way, I mean, for all we know, it could be a fucking alien. I mean, I don't know. Like, you never know, right? It could be some like demon or something that's like outworldly.
Or it could be Mokujin, like returning.
Yeah. Possible, like an evolved form of Mokujin, right? Because he's kind of like a mystical thing.
Missing, right?
He's been missing, too. So maybe all this time.
Was he in 7?
No, he was not in 7. They took out the random, like the what do you call the random character? What do you call like the Edge Master type of character?
Yeah.
So I think it's due time. It is due for his return or their return. I don't know. For maybe perhaps like all this time, Mokujin's been like growing or evolving or ascending, or I don't know. That could be cool.
He became the space pope.
Something to that extent, right? What if Mokujin was like the ultimate like the ultimate end? Yeah, the ultimate life form. The ultimate like end for the story or something. Like he's like the true villain / just like antithesis of like whatever else is standing in the way or whatever. So it would be kind of funny to see.
It would be funny, and then you'll be like, you laugh at what I was, but now who's laughing now?
Yes. It's almost as kind of like be careful of who you make fun of in middle school or whatever.
In high school,
middle school, whatever. Yeah. kind of a situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure like it would have to be a character who plays part of the story too, because again, I think most of these characters, if not all of them, including Azucena, play some sort of part in the story. So yeah. Otherwise, I could be wrong, but yeah. Who knows? Yeah. So I think that's pretty much the gist of that for Tekken. Anything else you wanted to add on, or we're good? Yeah.
Well, again, like Tokyo, the game show is next week, so keep your eyes peeled, everyone. It's 10 a.m. Japan time. So
yeah, at least the public unveiling ceremony starting at 10 and yeah. I don't know if that's like referring to the whole the actual Tokyo Game Show or just Tekken. I don't know. It could be even earlier. I don't know. Who knows?
Okay, good. It's 3 p.m. for me.
Okay.
I was like, please don't be at like fucking 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, I'm awake.
I know, like like massive dark circles under your eyes and stuff. That'd be pretty funny. All right. So, and there was one more thing for Harada. I think this is more of like a random post or something from somebody like saying, is Kirby gonna be in Tekken 8 since Kazuya was in Smash? And then Harada himself replied with a quote tweet. I think that's what it looks like. You want me to negotiate such a difficult deal with Nintendo? By the way, the scene with Kazuya drop Kirby in Super Smash Bros. Trailer came about because Mr. Sakurai had always wanted to do it. I rather insisted that I didn't want to antagonize Kirby fans. Lol. That's funny. That's a pretty funny response.
So wait, did Harada just confirm that Sakurai wanted to kill his own child?
Yeah, right, with Kazuya. That's really funny that Sakurai had a lot of ideas he always wanted to do with at least with Kirby anyway. So that's a bit of a tidbit I found pretty interesting.
Sorry, my son, I must let you go.
Yeah, I know.
Be free.
Well, if you remember, he dropped them, but Kirby flew away, and then Kazuya wasn't even like aware. Yeah, so there you go.
Or unless he was trying to recreate Sakurai and Harada was trying to recreate that scene from Kirby Right Back at Ya. Where Kirby just fucking fell in the chasm.
Yeah, and then like some weird sound effect that people always add, like it's so like out of context. Like, what is going on with Kirby? Even though he can like fly, that's pretty funny. Yeah.
Did a psychic Pokemon hit Kirby with Disable?
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. Or was it paralyzed? I don't know.
There you go, Thunder Wave.
Yeah, Thunder Wave or Stun Spore. Yeah, there you go. Kirby sucked in too much of the Stun Spore. That's what it gets, right? Well, that's pretty much it on that little note. Thought it was pretty funny. All right. So with MK1 officially around the corner, and then meanwhile we have early access Mortal Kombat 1 going on. There has been a launch trailer out, so we'll play it. But I thought it was pretty cool to see, like, by the way, this is a lot of this is for the opening intro for the game. So when you first turn on the game, you see this kind of stuff.
So again, everybody, if you don't want to see this, pause, look at cat videos.
Yeah, some of this stuff you don't see, but yeah.
She said it. She said the line.
It has begun. No, now you will die.
I know.
Wait a minute. Are we jumping the gun here? Yeah, and then there's Reiko, with such a random pick, by the way, of all the characters. Darius, of course, we've seen him before. spear, breaks it off. Ugh. And there's Nitara. We've seen her before.
No, her name is Megan Fox.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Nitara Fox. There you go.
Negan.
Negan.
Yeah, it's like Negan.
Oh, and there's the Jean-Claude skin.
I still think it's not. It's still unpolished.
Yeah, it needs work. It definitely needs work. It definitely needs work.
Like, oh look, Mario Party.
Yeah, no, right? Like single player content.
Comeback party to you.
Test your might is back. You got some like bonus effects going on during these modes, so that's potentially, a lot of fun for the single players, the single player gamers. And Baraka seems like a good guy this time around too, like way more like a good guy. I mean,
Your disease could manifest. Katana will take your place.
There are already whispers she should replace me as your heir.
Your race can shapeshift.
My baby boy.
Yep. I've labbed some of a Reptile, so he seems pretty fun so far.
Join me. And
I have yet to unlock his potential, of course, within the first hour.
I found my destiny.
Oh, that close-up of Shang Tsung. Yeah.
Hey everybody.
Yeah.
My name is Shang Tsung.
Yeah. Shang Tsung, yeah. It's funny that he also turned into old Shang Tsung. So that's cool.
The threat you pose ends today.
The double dragon.
Yep. Shang Tsung got double D'd.
Yeah.
You gotta have a lot of strength because you're holding the guy like that
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
swinging.
Oh yeah, this one.
I will. I have now created a xenomorph.
Yeah, I know, right? A dragon morph. Yep. And meanwhile, yes, we still have the DLC incoming. So, but yeah. So you haven't picked up the game, right? Yeah.
I still trying to finish Baldur's Gate, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna use like whatever time I have between when I finish Baldur's Gate until Spider-Man 2 comes out.
Yeah.
As a rest period.
There's a lot of stuff coming too. Like I'm like I'm already juggling even more games and stuff because there's the Pokemon DLC that just came out. There's Mortal Kombat 1, and then next week is fucking the Cyberpunk DLC, which is Phantom Liberty. Like, my god, man, there's so much still to do. At least for me alone, like, Jesus Christ, there's so much for me to finish still. So yeah, and on top of all the other announcement, but sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was going. Isn't also like I heard a lot of people who has this on PS5. Their hands are dying because of the fucking pad.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat is kind of like known to have like dial-in combos where you essentially you just hit all the buttons, right, and then they'll like do the combo essentially, and then of course there's some timing to it, of course, but you can kind of like type in or dial in your combos, which is kind of hard to explain, but basically, yeah, you just hit all the buttons with some timing, unlike like Tekken and Street Fighter and stuff like that, where you actually have to time your attacks, whereas in Mortal Kombat you just hit the sequence of buttons because a lot of it is target combos, and that's why you type it in, quote unquote, and it kind of gets your fingers going. So, especially when you're labbing. I did like a solid hour of labbing with Reptile and Jax, and Jax has the cameo fighter. So yeah, it definitely has the Mortal Kombat stuff. Like, if you're still into Mortal Kombat, that's still there, of course. So I I definitely already do see like potential block pressure stuff with Reptile. So he's definitely gonna be fun once I actually like crack open, all the other stuff that he can do. But anyway, I was going to say also, as someone who has have the early access stuff, I took a look at all the fatalities for at least most of the launch characters, and I gotta say, like, a lot of them unfortunately are like very mixed for me. Like, it's they're like dialing it back this time around for a lot of these characters, and it seems like they're playing it safe for a lot of them. There are a few golden exceptions where some of them are really cool. And one of them, unexpectedly, was Baraka. Like, Baraka had both really cool fatalities to me, like, through and through. Like, and because, like, some of them are, like, okay, like, this one is okay. This one is pretty good. And then, like, a lot of it is, like, like, the beginning of the fatality is really cool, but the ending is, like, really weak. Whereas some of them are also, the beginning is pretty weak, but the ending is pretty cool. That type of stuff. It's very mixed. It's very lopsided for me anyway. As someone who's like who was trying to rate these fatalities, and and of course, and this is in comparison to all the other fatalities that I've seen over the years. This is definitely one of the more mixed ones at that. So it is disappointing from that perspective. But otherwise, the game does look good. Like, fidelity wise, the stages look great. Colors are there. It's not so like gray and brown. There's like variety of colors. It's not like boom super saturated in either, but like it's rightfully colorful. So I think it's good in that department. It's just that the fatalities themselves, that's like one of the big Mortal Kombat experiences, is a little more like overall mid or basic, I would say. And maybe like this is probably maybe like reading into it too much, but maybe it is on purpose to kind of like be reminiscent that this is a fact, that the fact that this is supposed to be a reset, right? So like this is Mortal Kombat, this is like the first Mortal Kombat, quote unquote, for this generation. So that's why maybe the fatalities are kind of like purposefully held back to make it reminiscent of like all the old Mortal Kombat fatalities. Like like if you look at the old shit, they're really simplistic, and like some of them kind of age like milk, So because over the years they made these these other fatalities like super extravagant, like cinematic, and some of them really cool and stylish, especially with Spawn, in MK11 up to that point. So it is hard to like top those ones with like such creative ideas and such like that. So maybe there is that coming into play, but at the same time, it could have been better. I think they could have played around more with some of these or a number of these fatalities. But I did mention Baraka being really good for one of them. The other unexpected really good one was Reiko. Reiko, I just said like it's such a random pick, but I'd say at least one of his fatalities was really cool. I'd say like really brutal. The other one was just good. So Reiko is kind of like that unexpected like dark horse kind of thing when it comes to just fatalities alone. I don't know how about it as a gameplay because I haven't picked them, but when it comes to just fatalities, how they look and stuff like that, how cool those are alone, that was very unexpected. And then like Scorpion was like very disappointing. Even Kung Lao was kind of disappointing. Like one of them was like that, and then we just saw the Saul hat thing that he did. That's kind of like one of those fatalities where the beginning was really good, but I think the ending could have been better. That's literally what you saw. Like that's what you see, right? That's all the fatality that you see with Kung Lao when he pulls and slams the two halves, and that's it. Like it doesn't like really do much else. That's kind of what I'm getting at. It's just these like endings are kind of like left you with like kind of hanging almost. Like you kind of wish for more personality put into the endings of in a number of these fatalities. You know, because like I said, one example right here, Kung Lao, right? We got the hat sawing down Baraka here, right? Looks pretty cool in the beginning, but then in the end, he just kind of rips him in half and just splats them together, and then that's it. That's all you get, right? And that that's the ending for that fatality. Nothing more with the hat, nothing more with what he can do, with his martial arts and anything. Just claps him. That's it. So I don't know. I mean, is there something that?
So it's like they're kind of playing it safe.
Yes.
They didn't push the envelope yet.
Yeah.
They just hand in their card and going like, okay.
Yeah. It's kind of just there, and Reptiles is definitely more on the disappointing side. Like what, the one with where he like spits him out, that's like the cooler fatality, but even that one is like kind of like, it's okay, right? But his other one is just like, it's very, very, very mid. I'm afraid to say. I think you'll see maybe when maybe someone like Max will rate the fatalities or whatever, or something like that. I don't know if he already did it, but I did it right off the get-go. So yeah. What's interesting is that Havoc is locked until you play the story, like you beat the story, and then Havoc is unlocked. And then the rest of the cameo, there's like a number of cameo characters that you have to unlock with the story. That's why there were people like on Twitter who are tournament organizers are like, this is archaic, this is outdated, why are we doing this? This is stupid. This is just a waste of time. Like, why would we have to unlock these characters playing this 5-hour story mode and such like that? So there's a bit of a discrepancy going on there to an otherwise just your pretty premium packaged fighting game thus far anyway. You have story mode, you have these single player modes, conquests, and the tower, right? That's arcade mode with the character endings and all that stuff. It's a pretty well packaged fighting game, but I don't know. What do you feel about unlocking characters today? Like, do you wish you just have all these characters like now, like boom, like there? Or are you okay with the old tradition unlocked characters in these fighting games?
It's a 50-50 because it also depends on the type of genre and game it is. Here, good example for like unlocking while you play the Dynasty Warriors game. You unlock each character while playing the story mode, and so it's because it will not make sense if this one character who you see like later in the timeline like somehow is like at the now.
Yeah.
To put it more in perspective for some people that needs a better visual, think of the One Piece game, One Piece Warrior game.
Yes.
Number 4, which is a big ass spoiler in the first 10 minutes of that damn game, and I was like, holy shit, good thing the guys don't play this game, because they will be like, why are we fighting these two people?
Right. Yeah.
So after you play the first 10 minutes, it drops you into Alabasta.
Right.
And you're unlocking characters along the way. So, you unlock Miss All Sunday and all of that, and Crocodile. So it would not make sense if Eva Chan is in Alabasta,
right.
to be playable in Alabasta, because it's like, wait, Eva Chan wasn't even here.
Right.
Or hell, fucking Blackbeard, like, why is he here?
Right. Yeah, definitely. Like context and story do play a part of why these things happen, but for a fighting game, like, do you care about that?
Fighting games, I don't care.
Right, you don't care, but it seems like like I personally understand where they're coming from, because this is a competitive game. This is going to be a competitive game, because
competitive game.
Yeah, so you don't want to waste time getting these characters, you know what I mean? So you just wanted to just get in and practice and try to be the best in tournaments and such like that right away, of course. Especially if you want to unlock Havoc, right? I want to main Havoc, but I gotta, go through 5 hours for the story and then all these other cameo characters and stuff like that. So I get it, but we have to remember that these games are, for the most part, are for the audience, right? The casual audience, and not so much I would say the 10% or something, or the couple of percents that actually compete for these games and stuff like that. Unfortunately, right? I get it. I get the feeling. I get the attitude. I get the sort of discrepancy that goes on with these games. And of course, there was an option back in the day to just buy all the unlocks and stuff like that, right? So is that, but now it's like, I gotta pay my way to get this stuff done or whatever, right? So I don't know, like I don't know, like maybe they should do away with just characters. Maybe they should have the costume pieces as the unlockables for you to work on and stuff like that, rather than the characters themselves. Maybe that could be a good compromise where you have the casual audiences have a reason to unlock these cool costume pieces just for the collection stuff, whereas you have the competitors be like, all right, I just want to get this character, lab the shit out of it, and then play at my locals and try to get good and stuff, shit like that. So there is definitely a delicate balance, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. It's it was something to bring up because that was kind of going on Twitter. It's like, I've seen pictures and tweets of people trying to like get all their PlayStation 5s, have all the characters, and they got to go through 5 hours of story, 5 hours of story, 5 hours of story, 5 hours of story. So it does add up. So that's the life of being a TO or tournament organizer or someone who is involved with the tournament scene. So it's not much else to say other than that sucks, but I just kind of like there's that balance between treating your casuals, of course, but then you also need to cater the hardcore competitive gamers. So it's a little tricky to do. I seen you post this in our Hypecast. So this appears to be the minimum specs and stuff like that. So could you go through like at least the important bits for the PC requirements?
Bits, for the requirements, first off, 100 gigabytes.
The storage.
For storage.
Pretty big game for a fighting game.
The GPU, they look like affordable. Like
it's definitely
you could at least own like one of them.
Right. Which is a 980 at the minimum, right? GTX 980.
And then for the recommended GTX 1080 Ti, which nowadays it is cheap.
Yes.
It is affordable. It is
definitely affordable.
If you want to be like, an asshole, get the 3070.
8 gigs of RAM. Your CPU doesn't need to be that high just to run.
It doesn't
recommended either. It's like 3600X. Which is funny because I recently switched out my CPU from a 1700 to a 5700X, so that's been magical. Ryzen 7, mind you, so that's even a little bit more power and stuff like that to be more updated and stuff like that.
And then there's the OS. It's the recommended part that is getting me a little like not uneasy, but kind of like
right.
I don't know. There are still people saying that Windows 11 is still rocky as fuck.
Rocky as hell, I've been hearing rough stories about 11. So I don't know, man. I mean, according to my whatever update system there is on my PC, it doesn't meet the requirements of Windows 11, so I have an excuse to not have 11. But it is you know, people are hesitant because of these number of like bugs and whatever else that comes with 11, and there comes a point. There might be a point where, yeah, I mean, the minimum is going to be Windows 11. That's the day I'm personally going to dread because, you know, again, of all the stories I've been hearing. Because just like here, the minimum is Windows 10, right? Like, so there's no Windows 8, you know, there's no Windows 95 or whatever. So that'd be pretty funny, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. I think by the time I do like get a brand new PC, yeah, I'll have to suck up the fact that, yeah, it's gonna have Windows 11. So but I think in 5 years it'll make sense, right? I think in due time it'll do the job. You know, it'll do the job. It'll be that operating system to either just tolerate or to praise. Hopefully to praise, not just to tolerate. So anyway, usually fighting games are not so demanding, luckily, so that's like a plus always for these fighting games, especially if you are a hardcore PC gamer. For those who want like the lowest minimum what do you call milliseconds, the ping and whatever else, blah blah blah, like the what do you call the lag, input lag, and all that stuff. Like, it doesn't require all that much to run these games, luckily. So you can like run Street Fighter 6 just fine. You can run even Mortal Kombat, which is like a more higher fidelity game, just fine. Yes, it does require 100 gigs to store for storage, but other than that, your CPU and GPU should be able to run this stuff. So I think at this point, people have at least a 980. People have at least a Ryzen 5 2600 or i5 6600. All right, at this point. So that is pretty much that for Mortal Kombat. And of course, just to remind people, it is officially coming out next week. This is still in early access for people who bought the deluxe edition or whatever. So like myself, because I wanted to have the characters, the DLC characters on lock and blah blah blah, especially once like Omni-Man and Homelander come out, and Takeda, of course. I want to get my hands on Takeda. You know, I'm definitely ready and set to at least lab these characters and try them out and blah blah blah, and see all the fatalities again, and you know, yeah. Any comment you wanted to throw in for Mortal Kombat at all? Are you like, do you want to at least somehow get your hands on Mortal Kombat 1, or are you gonna just remain focused on? Yeah.
I'll eventually, you know, pick it up, but it's just at this moment, not right now.
Not immediately, yeah.
But when you were talking about like you want to see the fatalities and stuff, I was thinking like Omni-Man. I hope it's like a counter or maybe a taunt that, you know.
What do you mean?
Wait, no, not Omni-Man. Homelander. I want to see this as a taunt where he's like, you know, that scene. He's like, whoa, and then he just fire like beams you. Kind of would like to see that. You just go,
whoa. Ooh, scary. And then boom, like hits the eye laser. Yeah. I definitely can't wait to see those two be on the screen. It would be nice to look forward to. But yeah,
I also but I was gonna say with Homelander, I wouldn't mind I wouldn't mind seeing like maybe like a cameo to his fatality. He calls upon Stormfront to help kill.
Yeah, I mean,
kill the person.
Yeah. See, I'm wondering if they'll even have cameo fighters to go along with that, like have for Homelander, have Stormfront as a cameo fighter, or the Deep, right? That'd be pretty. I think that'd be pretty funny. just kind of like reuse some of the assets from like Aquaman or something. I think that would be a genius way to kind of like get around that stuff, maybe. Or what's his face? A-Train, right? A-Train would be another funny one for a cameo fighter, if that even exists, of course, if that is even a thing. Because otherwise they would have announced it right away, right? Like, oh, these cameo fighters will come with them too, like that kind of thing. So probably not, unfortunately. But it would be a cool idea to incorporate some of that. I mean, it is an extra work, I understand. But yeah, when it comes to Omni-Man, yeah, Invincible. It could have been anyone from like the League or whatever. What do you call it? The Guardians, right? The Guardians of the Earth, or what do you call them? And then
Omni-Man. It better be a command throw. He just like knocks you out. And you get prone, and he just bends over.
Yeah. No, that'd be great. I would want to see that. Even though it's like a simplistic fatality, it's just a story behind it. There's the story behind it to like just boom, boom, boom. Think, motherfucker, or I don't know whatever he says.
Oh, he does the entire speech.
Yeah.
While the person that you fatal is like,
why are you doing this? Why didn't you make me do this? You know.
You see that? They only have fraction of our power.
Yeah, they can only imitate a fraction of our power. Yep. Yeah, that's that would be pretty cool. Otherwise,
Otherwise, the door is open. The NetherRealms has a lot of material to pick and choose what
they
definitely
have. Yeah. Yes.
But if they could listen to suggestions, like for Peacekeeper, I want him to do the bed stabbing.
Yeah.
Just giving you like the death stare, like.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even like Bloodsport, for some reason, Bloodsport is there.
And on the other side, and you guys are just like.
He's always killing what's that guy? Oh yeah, Suhao or something, like the guy with the hat.
Oh no, because they have cameo characters.
Oh,
Bloodsport is killing the opponent's cameo character.
Yeah, okay.
And they're just like staring at you. Like,
yeah, killing the cameo character too. Okay, that would be pretty cool. That'd be a pretty cool idea. Yeah. But yeah, there is a plenty of ideas, but I think hopefully they don't play it safe, right? With like these, like the launch roster. Maybe there is a reason or another reason they're playing it safe with these characters. Whereas when it comes to DLC, they want to like elevate them, right? They want to give them the brutal fucking fatalities.
Oh, they want them to have the limelight,
right? Exactly, to have reason to get these DLCs. Yeah, the monies, right? Perhaps maybe that's just me with the tinfoil hat conspiracy stuff. I don't know, but it makes sense, right? Kind of, at least. I will say though, one more thing about Mortal Kombat though is that it's so weird that this is the launch roster. So that means we don't have Jax nor Sonya Blade as playable characters. They are just cameos. So we pretty much don't have Special Forces, as a faction in any of the within the launch roster. It's so strange to me. This is, I think, the first time we're not seeing Sonya and Jax and whatever, right? Special Forces in the launch roster for Mortal Kombat. Same with Kano, right? Kano's always been another staple too, and all that stuff. But we have Reptile, but we have like Reiko and like Sujinko. Such odd picks, right? To fill in those shoes or something like that. Yeah, so weird. But hey, I mean, I guess that's how it goes, right? I mean, it's happened before with Street Fighter 3, right? That's the type of stuff. Like Street Fighter 5, even to an extent, like we missed out on a number of like the World Warriors, right, for the launch roster for that game too. So it happens, I guess, but it's such an odd thing to happen whenever it does. All right, I mean, I don't know if you have anything else to say about Mortal Kombat. I think we can definitely move on from there. But otherwise, it's a fun game. I mean, it's a good fighting game for the casual side of things. There's a lot of content to it. There's gonna be more content along the way too, because there's seasons of single player content. So there's gonna be multiple seasons, and hopefully those are gonna be really fun to kind of like sustain the casual side of Mortal Kombat anyway. To wrap up the fighting game news, there is one character that has been fully revealed at this point, which is Grimner. I actually discovered that Grimner is in fact a male, so I can safely say he's a he. So I always thought Grimner was like a gender neutral, like nothing, like no gender, because Grimner is a primal beast, which is basically Aeon equivalents in Final Fantasy side of things. But basically, yes, they're gods or Aeons and people who you summon in Grand Blue Fantasy.
その僧帽に大いなる軍神の意向を焼き付けるといい。
Hey,
とくと刮目せよ。伝説の始まりだ。
you, how dare you steal Dimitri's spin
No, yeah.
from Darkstalkers? 'Cause
Yeah.
I was like, wait, that's Dimitri.
He kind of plays like Dimitri a little bit.
But again, no one knows what the hell Darkstalkers is.
Yeah, sadly. So that's Grimner.
Here, take my rose.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to blow you.
Yeah, so Grimner, like, I don't know, like, the deep lore behind Grimner, but, like, yes, this character is an Aeon / primal beast, so he has the power to back himself up, right? But acts like, for some reason, like, you know, the typical Nibyo, like, the delusional people, right, who act all like they're from a fantasy land and they do this stuff like the hands and the oh, I got an evil eye, kind of like, you know what I mean, like, you know, those people who pretend, right? He acts like that, but he has the thing to back himself up, like, you know, he has the means to back it up. But I guess that's like for a comedic effect, like, yeah, like he actually is somewhere from this fantasy land or whatever, I guess. So I don't know the proper context for it, but anyway, what's also funny though is that Grimner likes to put on a show while doing so that's why there are times where, like, there's this part where he throws down the spear or whatever, but then there's this part like, oh my god, like, I forgot my line, you know, like, kind of thing, like, that's kind of like the comedic side of Grimner. So while he is powerful, it kind of treat him like, you know, kind of like Zoro, right? Like, you know, Zoro gets lost, he's really stupid at times. Grimner is kind of like silly, forgets his lines, tries to be over dramatic. So I think that's like a part of the Chunibyo thing, like they like to be overly dramatic, so what, for whatever fucking reason. So yeah, yeah, so Grimner is that kind of character. It's pretty funny, even though he is powerful. He is like one of the best summons to have in your roster in the actual Grand Blue game, because he puts up shields, which absorb a lot of damage. So yeah, it's like automatically somewhere in your roster because of that. So that's why he's pretty popular in his own right. Otherwise, when it comes to the gameplay side of things here, I'm not sure like what the clear archetype is other than I do stuff, right? I spin, you know, like mix-ups maybe. I don't know, but I'm, you know, doesn't like exactly zone. Probably just has mid-range buttons or something. Yeah. And yeah, you can kind of see a little more of the comedic expression that Grimner has. So yeah. Yeah, it does the silly I have the evil eye pose kind of thing. Yeah, like I've been saying. So I think probably has like an air dash somewhere or like some sort of like extra jump or something. It's kind of hard to pick out like what the archetype is, because obviously it's not a grappler, it's not a zoner, or what do you call it? Keep away type of character. Like it just kind of does stuff. It looks like, I don't know, kind of just does stuff.
Would you say he's an all around character? Maybe
a jack of all trades. I don't know. Yeah. Jack of all trades. Maybe I have to look it up somewhere and in the fucking Granblue versus wiki or something, just to see like, oh, this character actually does this, so oh, this character gets a buff or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, anyway, looks cool. That's all I can say. I might get Rising if I have some free time sometime in December. So yeah, just because I want to support this game as much as I can. I think it deserves it. It kind of like unfortunately had some unfortunate circumstances with the COVID stuff. It didn't really like grow because of COVID pandemic stuff, because, you know, everyone had to stay at home. There's no tournaments for this game to really thrive off of, so it was just all online. And guess what? The online sucked. So unfortunate, right? So that's why it didn't grow as it deserved to. So hopefully this will be the time for it to kind of get that sort of glow up, right? Hopefully. Either way, I'll try to put my money into it, you know, just because I just want to purely support it, you know, and maybe and hopefully I get something out of it too. While at that. And this is coming out November 30th of this year. Steam, PS5, PS4. And you get some extra bits like the costumes for the actual Granblue game if you get the code for it. So yeah, avatar stuff, so on and so forth. And yeah, so
why does the little girl looks like she looks like a character that belongs in a different type of game, you know?
I have no idea. I don't know the context.
It's the art style.
I think it's the art style. Yeah, just the cheapy art style thing going on. So I'm not sure who that's supposed to be. I can't really read and stuff like that of the character's name. I don't even know. Bikata. Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. So or what that is. So I don't know. Yeah. Alrighty. That's all I got for fighting game news and all that fun stuff. Let's talk about the state of play first for PlayStation before we talk about the Nintendo Direct. So, I don't think there was much to go off of though, even though this is supposed to be the state of play, like PlayStation. Other than, of course, the one game, which is Final Fantasy VII Remake 2.
Not this.
Yeah, aka Rebirth. So yeah, there's this game called Baby Steps. I actually didn't even watch the state of play because I was at work or I was getting ready for work or whatever, so I didn't really pay attention too much. There's Baby Steps. There's Roblox with cross-platform support. Ghostbusters VR, and I think that's it. I mean, from what I can see with Wario 64's thread, like there was really not much to go off of, other than, of course, right, with Final Fantasy. So there's a Avatar VR game, I guess. I think this is also another VR game. I could be wrong. Oh no, this is Ghost Runner 2, so never mind. That's like, it's like one of those like speedrunning games. Oh, this game, is this the game with the Starship Troopers type of stuff? I think so.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah, it's like Helldivers. I think this is Helldivers. Yeah. So that's also there. Warhammer?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is, I'm sorry, this is Helldivers.
Yeah, so the Helldivers, holy crap. That trailer was like, ugh. I don't know why some developers think that doing it is so good. Basically, they were doing, remember back in the mid 2000s, mostly every other trailer that was multiplayer would have like scripted like chat, co-op chat.
Oh, they're pretending to play like, oh, yeah. Okay.
Like, oh, I'm going for checkpoint A. Okay, come. I'm on the ground. Oh no, I died. It's like,
yeah.
It's like, have you ever been in a group chat before that's first person shooter? We don't sound like that.
Yeah.
We sound like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Get over there.
We're just like, he died. We're just making fun of each other. No, basically, it'd be really funny if somehow like we're, let's say me, Todd, Josh, Faka, and like some a couple others, right, are playing this game, and then that gets featured onto like this trailer, right? And it's like, damn, that's what
I know the words. Like. The words that you'll be like saying, like,
yeah,
like, whoops,
yeah,
did that slip out?
Yes, right. Words will fly. I will definitely say that when it comes to actual multiplayer experiences, right, or co-op experiences.
I mean, if they really wanted like an actual like lobby or lobbies type of like talking, just I bet you it's on YouTube. Look up like what 2005 Xbox Live.
Oh, like Call
Halo.
Of Duty. Yeah,
Halo, Call of Duty. The mom jokes are going to be flying off the walls.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, that's what she said, or your mom is whatever, Oh man. And just like just words, man.
just the word, and then just going like, damn. Because if you were part of that lobby, I was an asshole.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Just going,
it's like those people who like talk up a storm, and then when you beat their ass, they talk shit, and when you like beat their ass with your like high kill streak or high kill ratio, they're just like, you know what I mean? Like, they can't really talk anymore. Like they're just like, or otherwise they would be like, oh, you're hacking, or you're a cheater, or whatever, blah blah blah. Like they try to come up with some sort of excuse. So. Oh, I wasn't using my best loadout, quote unquote.
I know.
Yeah.
Or was it misread button? Lag. The lag hit me. It's like, what?
Yeah. Oh, I was lagging this the entire time. This lobby sucks. This game needs to be fixed. I don't know. Meanwhile,
you're playing on keyboard, aren't you?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. There's also Spider-Man 2, but we already know that. There's nothing. I don't think there was really nothing a lot new other than some gameplay stuff. There's a map.
We got a map.
Open world stuff. Some people were complaining, or somebody, excuse me, was complaining like, oh, this is the same map from the previous game or whatever. And I don't know, man. Those people need to not talk.
Like, come here. Bye. Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like almost like it's taking place in the same fucking city because there's more story going on. Like oh, but Yakuza or / Like a Dragon does that too, and no one complains about that. Like it's always taking place in Kamurocho and whatever, and no one fucking complains about that. that game is the king of reusing assets, man. Absolutely. That's why they can dish out those games relatively quick, as long as they have a good story behind it. But anyway, you know, for those who are excited for Spider-Man 2, it's looking pretty good, I think. You know, let me see. Yeah, you get like a lot of costumes and all that stuff, a lot of unlockables, you know, blah blah blah. And then, oh, I think this is the DLC for Tales of Arise. So unexpectedly, there was a after 2 years, right? There's an expansion for the game. So I didn't expect that, but I like that because I have and played and beaten Tales of Arise. You know, which is I thought it was a good time. I like the game, and now it's getting a story expansion, so that's pretty cool. That's awesome.
There she is. Don't let her get away. After her.
So, but yeah, I think this is sometime after the main story, and then there's a new character, of course. It's kind of a tradition for Tales games to get expansions and stuff like that, with one more character added in there. So, pretty cool to see that they are continuing this tradition.
I know you cannot see it, people, but this thing is caked in dust. That means I haven't touched it
yet. Yeah. I forgot that I almost forgot that you got the game too.
Well, I got it from a friend because he double dip.
Right, and then you got the statue, right? Or something.
No, he
got the statue and he gave you the game.
Yeah, he bought the collectors, but he couldn't wait for it to, you know, like be shipped to his house. So he went out and bought this, and then when it finally came in, then he was like, "Here, I don't need this. I don't need this poor man's version." I'm like,
"Yeah."
Okay.
So it's called Beyond the Dawn. That's DLC expansion pack, and it is going to be released actually a lot earlier than I thought. November 9 of this year. I didn't actually think it'd be that soon. I thought it would be like maybe sometime early next year. Oh yeah, and then this is more Star Rail stuff. I don't think we really need to see this. They're just talking about like, there's these characters out right now. I think it's just a promotional trailer. I don't think it's really showing anything new. Oh, there's this bubble game. I totally forgot there was that bubble game. That's totally not copying Splatoon's vibes, really.
Thanks, Square.
Oh, is this? Oh yeah, this is a Square published game, huh?
It is a Square.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, Square. Damn.
Oh, and then yeah.
I'm sorry, honey. Did I poke your eye? Your good eye.
Yep.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the ambitious follow-up to the critically acclaimed Final Fantasy VII Remake. Let's see what's in store for one of next year's most anticipated games.
So I haven't seen this part.
I don't want to see what's next in store for next year.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
At least that's what everyone's saying.
This sky, I don't like it.
Well, then the sky doesn't like you, bitch.
Welcome to the new world.
Oh, that's right, this guy.
Fire!
Rufus.
Yep.
Just close your
Oh, hell
eyes
yeah.
and listen.
My baby boy.
You can hear
Yeah.
her rallying cry.
Planet runs out of
Ooh, we got some new attacks.
dies.
We can overcome.
We got Red being playable finally.
Am I the same as these monsters? Am I even human?
No,
Okay.
you're not.
Looking for Sephiroth. Think
You're a
you can
test
find
tube
him?
baby.
Oh, Sephiroth. You see.
So this guy.
So you heeded the
He's
call,
Scottish.
did you?
Oh, Kate Sith is also playable. Okay.
As you can see, your brothers down there are having a little get-together.
the segue, dude. I saw this on.
They see me.
Yeah, I saw this on.
They see me rolling. My
Yeah.
segue.
Best chance of finding Sephiroth.
Yeah. I ask because I suspect there's soldiers suffering from cellular degradation.
Do not
Oh,
be
okay.
deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Sephiroth!
Because I used a lot of Maybelline.
Yeah. Maybelline. Oh, there's Yuffie with team attacks. Cool, awesome.
On me.
Oh my god. You got
Wait, there you go.
the pretty boy. The pretty boy. It's like that L'Oreal, like Maybelline commercial.
Yeah, L'Oreal Paris.
Yeah.
Fucking... like, who has the better hair?
Yeah.
Alexander fucking looks like almost like Nine's version.
Oh my god, the summons.
Odin,
Yeah.
Las Vegas.
Yeah. Oh my god. who
Daddy.
Wait, who is that? Wait, who is?
Oh, Dio. His name is Dio.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. He looks pretty cool.
He daddy.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. The mini games are definitely something too.
That's why it's on 2 discs, everybody.
Yeah.
The mini games took up half of the first disc.
So how's that gonna work for the digital version? Is there a digital version at all?
I don't know, and I don't care because I'm getting physical.
Okay.
Also, if you go back to when Zack was like giving the girl to hold Cloud.
Oh yeah.
It looked like one of those best friends of yours going like, here, can you hold my friend? He's a little drunk. I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
The planet is in grave danger. Who dares disturb my sleep?
Whoa! Oh shit!
Hi Matt.
Oh shit!
I met Mercer.
Yeah.
When worlds.
We got fucking Vincent. Got Vincent Valentine.
But see, he's not lit. People are saying that he's not playable.
Oh yeah.
He's probably gonna be like how Red 13 was. in the first one.
So the next one he's going to be playable.
I know. It's like, they're dangling the keys.
Yeah,
Here you go. Here you go. Hey, we're done here. Wrap it up.
I'm pretty sure somebody on the internet will be like, "Oh, I got Red 13, but there's Vincent now. I don't want to play with you anymore." There will
you
be
just see me like
there will be somebody who will do that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But then you just see me like catching Red 13. Asshole.
Yeah.
It's okay. I got you. I got you, honey.
On 2 discs.
And look, only on PS5. Hey, Microsoft, how you doing? Ooh.
I know. Right. So, yeah, available worldwide February 29th of 2024. So that's actually relatively within the soon window, I should say.
Yeah, because they did say it was supposed to be Q1.
Yes.
Which you and I thought it was going to be like the later side
like
of Q1.
March or something, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't think it was going to be like, no, we are going early Q1, kids.
Yeah.
Say goodbye to your social life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, man.
And then there's more.
There's more?
Yeah,
okay.
At the end of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Twin
so
pack.
Twin
okay.
pack. So for those who didn't buy it.
Yeah, okay.
We hope you enjoyed that new look at
Oh,
Final
it
Fantasy
isn't
VII
showing?
Rebirth. It's coming to PlayStation 5 on February 29th.
Yeah. So
And
in the
that's all.
other actual trailer, it shows the collector's edition
Oh, okay.
with 19 inches of Sephiroth.
Ah, okay.
Am I gonna get them? No, because I'm sorry. I'd rather have Venom's 19 inches.
Oh, okay. Damn. Okay.
Sorry, Sephiroth. We all know you're compensating. Put that sword down.
Yeah.
The
Is
only
it
thing
this
that's
one?
19 inches that's true about you is your hair.
Ah, yes. So where's the collector's thing? Or is it?
It was at the end of
Really?
one of the trailers.
Okay.
When
But I guess this trailer doesn't have it either.
Maybe.
Cloud.
No.
2
Kuroda.
discs. Yeah, no. I'm probably not in here. Maybe.
It's on Wario 64's one.
Oh, okay.
Let me get it for you.
Yeah.
Did slap your poo poo pee pee.
Anyway, so What? Okay, so what other like characters could you like explain? Like, who are they? Kind of like, you know, because there's Kate Sith, there's that guy named Deal or whatever, Deal.
Oh, Dio, Dio.
Okay, so that kind of deal. Okay, so is there any like background you can kind of quickly provide, like without, of course, spoiling things, but like, you know, or I don't know, because I don't know. Is it, yeah. Originally, let's just say originally, what goes on with Kate Sith and other such characters.
Okay, so if they're going by how the first, the original game plays out, we won't see Kate Sith until we go to Vegas. Yes, I know it's called fucking the Golden Saucer, but no, it's fucking Vegas because we're gambling up there. Here we're on I want to say we're at coast, like on the beach near Costa del Sol, but it could be just like a random old beach. This part that you're seeing on screen with Cloud and Sephiroth is a flashback.
Shampoo commercial, no?
And this is in the VR trials.
So this is the background. This is Alexander? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
I call him Alex.
Right. Who's
I want to say that's King Behemoth, but I don't think it's King Behemoth.
Okay. And then that's Odin. Right.
That's Odihan.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, that's Barnabas from 16.
Right. And then this guy is he original? Okay, yeah, he's back from the first one.
Yeah. He's the owner of the butterfly.
Right. Okay.
No, the honeybee. Sorry,
the honeybee. Yes, butterfly. That's what it was. He in the original game?
He was in the original game, but I don't remember him being, because this looks like it's at Golden Saucer. So I don't know if he's the owner of it. Like in this iteration, he's the owner.
It seems like he was just like a one-off character in the original one, but they like expanded his stuff into like this iteration. It seems like with remake and then Rebirth and stuff like that. So especially, I think there are two other figures, right? They're like the big three or whatever, right? Because there was that lady, I forget her name, and then there was one other person, I forget. Were those characters from the original game, or no? Are they like brand new?
No, they were there.
Oh, they were there. Okay.
It was just small, like here
changes. Yeah, they were changed to be more major, I guess, a little more major characters. Okay. And then this guy, Big Daddy over here, or Dio, I guess. What's his like shtick or whatever? Like, is he a villain or is he a good guy, or?
I think he was just like an NPC.
An NPC. Okay, so it looks like they're gonna do the same thing with him, like expand his story and stuff like that.
Oh, Dio is the owner of
the Golden Saucer.
Of the Golden Saucer.
Okay.
But again, since this is a remake, it might have like
changed things.
Switched the roles, or he's a partner to the guy.
That guy, yeah. My God, he is fabulous. He is feeling fabulous. That's a very interesting still shot right there.
We found our what you call, not title card, but
the thumbnail. The thumbnail, yeah.
Yeah, we found the thumbnail.
The thumbnail, along with the Sephiroth, like the hair swoosh. What about like the other areas early on too, like like this canyon area and then this underground area too. Okay, so let's go from the beginning. So Rufus is taking over Shinra, right?
Yeah.
At that point, the
company. His coronation.
Yes.
This looks like you're going to Gongaga.
This?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to Zack's village.
And
this looks like it's part of the flashback.
Oh, okay. And then
That is Grand Canyon. That's not in perpetual fucking darkness.
Okay. And this part is probably also within that area. And yes, we are seeing new attacks, I believe.
And and also, it looks like with the group, the team attacks.
Yeah.
It looks more polished.
Yeah.
And sorry, everyone. I know you. Those are gonna be like, I only want Tifa, Cloud, and Aerith. No, I don't care what your team comp is. We're at 13. Not a key is gonna be in my fucking party. I don't care if my team comp is gonna be fucking horrible.
Right. Yeah. It's still gonna be 3 teams or 3 team members, of course, as more more in line with the tradition, right? With 7 still, despite having more characters. And then was this scene at all like in the flashback or whatever it is? Like, is this a brand new scene or?
No, that's still part of the flashback.
Okay.
Me behind, going to the reactor, seeing the head of Genova.
Ah, okay. Okay.
We're now still in Las Vegas, aka Golden Saucer.
Mm-hmm. So what's like who is Kate Sith? What's the significance or yeah?
So Kate Sith is a robot that's being controlled by Reeves.
Oh, it's a robot. Okay. Huh.
That has a Scottish accent.
Oh, okay. So maybe hold on. Let's go back a little bit, see how he sounds like.
Find
Yeah,
him.
sorry.
Oh, Sephiroth. You see.
Okay, so very brief.
Oh no, I think
You did the call too, did you? What are you talking about? As you can see,
yeah, there's like the buggy thing. You can fly around, and then
a little get to.
the segue is just killing me, man. So I'm pretty sure this is like all original, new original content here with the segue and everything. And then these are like the soldiers, right? They're kind of like Cloud almost ish. I forget, were these guys in the original story or no?
they were patients, but we didn't know what they were. It was just like right there. They're like, stay there.
Okay.
No one loves you.
So
your mom left you at my doorstep.
Right. So they were also expanded upon, and also I guess like conveyed in a different way ish. But they're still like patients.
Yeah.
Okay. And they seem to be dying, I guess, because they have cell degradation or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's this flashback scene stuff, I think, and then boss, I'm guessing from from the original. Yes.
So I guess we're gonna see how Sephiroth fought this snake.
Oh, this is from the flashback.
Yep.
Oh, I see.
This one is, well, for the original game, this is where you would defeat this boss to get an upgrade to Tifa's limit break.
Oh, I see. Oh my god. I hope to see somewhere either in this game or the next game Tifa being able to suplex giant monsters. I want to see that somewhere in the game, or if it's just a cutscene, fine. I will take that. But I believe somewhere in the original game, at least, she was able to do a brain buster on any monster, even if it's giant. I hope they throw that in there somewhere, because that would be the cherry on top of this whole remake saga thing. But anywho, team attacks, of course, that's really something to look forward to, of course. I'm hoping with all combinations, right? And then we have this flashback scene stuff. right? We've seen that again. That's all the summons we've seen. Let me see. That's Odin. Yeah. That's so this is all Golden Saucer? Or okay. Okay. Right. Kind of cute to see, you know, Yuffie in the more kind of kimono kind of esque costume. Mini games. Let's see. Yeah, more mini games, I think. There's this scene also with Zack. More coronation stuff.
Hold my best friend. He's drunk.
Yeah, he's drunk. I need to go to the bathroom, something, or I'm getting myself a drink. I don't know. Anyway,
I'm going for round 30.
So who's this guy? Who is this mysterious man?
I don't know. People are saying that's Sid, and I'm like, that's weird.
Yeah, Sid. Because that would mean Sid is a soldier, one of those like super soldiers, or that's somebody else, like a like Roach or something, right? Like is Roach a brand new character?
Roach from the Yuffie DLC, I think.
No, because wasn't he in the first game too? Because he was like that idiot on the motorcycle essentially.
Oh, Roach. I'm thinking of the other one.
No, not that guy with the pole arm or whatever. Yeah, he had All Might's voice in Japanese. That's what I was like,
Roach is straight from for the remake. He wasn't part of the
okay, so he's a brand new character.
Original. Yeah.
Okay, so this guy could be brand new for all we know. So I don't know. Yeah, he got facial hair and all that stuff. Would be interesting to see fully. But this part, is this something familiar also or no? In that brief scene.
So that's a weapon. I don't know if it's diamond weapon. I think it's diamond because the colors on this thing is white. If it was green, then it would be emerald. If it was red, it would be ruby.
Huh. And then there's Vincent, of course. Was Vincent in this part of the story, or is this like early on, or?
So with Vincent, Yuffie, and
Kate Seth and
Kate Sith and stuff. Vincent and Yuffie are actually optional.
Right.
So you could actually just like bypass it.
Yeah, you can skip these characters, right?
For like timeline wise or like gameplay timeline wise, it all depends on how fast you go through it.
Right.
That's pretty much it.
Right. And they're not. So I guess they're not in the particular order originally anyway. No. Okay, so you can like get Vincent first, Yuffie later, and then Casey last in one playthrough, I guess. But looks like he is going to be integral to the story too, because there is a cutscene for it and all that stuff, just like with Kate Sith and Yuffie and all that stuff. So it looks like they're all going to be part of the main story, no matter how you play it. So that is of itself an interesting note to take. Of course, I hope to see this guy being playable, but he is probably going to be the Red 13 of remake, right? So probably not going to be playable. He's probably just going to be CPU controlled or whatever, AI controlled, whatever you want to call it. And then the next game, then he becomes playable. That's what it seems like. Unless they have DLC for Rebirth, right? And then Vincent can be playable there, and then beyond that, right? All right, and then a bunch of probably like new scenes and stuff like that. I'm not sure about the story and whatever. So, all right, cool, man. I'm definitely up for it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think this is we are within close within that close range, right, of that soon, right? So that is actually coming out sooner than I expected. So yeah. Any other comments you wanted to throw in for Rebirth?
Well, as I said again, goodbye social life when this game comes out.
Are there any big brain theories you wanted to throw in there as you watch this trailer, or are you still kind of cooking? Like, you're still cooking up something?
I cooking, and it's more like, do I want to just put myself into a coma right now?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure all the Final Fantasy fans are like, all right, this is gonna happen. I'm gonna predict this. I'm gonna predict that, and here's my big brain take on it. And so that'd be pretty interesting to check it out, because I'm completely kind of casual and stuff like that. I've played a part of the original story on the Switch. I got out of the reactor already, and then I'm on the road or whatever. That's pretty much it. So that's essentially where I'm at with the original game. I don't know if I'll go back to it anytime soon, because at this point it's this game is supposed to be a new timeline or whatever. So it's not like I have to play the original story to get this stuff or anything like that. It's nice to have references and stuff like that, sure, to understand the context of it somewhat, but this is kind of a brand new game too, so it's so I don't have to, but it'd be I guess extra gravy points for myself, I guess, to fully understand all the back ends and whatever, right? Or at least more of that. But anywho, that's essentially it for this state of play. I mean, otherwise, this state of play was kind of with just one game being really good, of course, being Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So with that, let's go ahead and put let me mention the collector's edition that Zawa put in. So what are we looking at here? What's going on here?
So what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a 19-inch Sephiroth statue that the wing is also detachable.
Oh, okay. Probably for shipping purposes. Yeah.
Standard packaging system.
Yeah.
Probably it's gonna be I'm gonna use 16 demonstration. Probably gonna be a box, and then you have the steelbook case, the regular case, a CD, music CD, CD players, and art book. And then if you pre-order the collectors, you get 3 Mugos, summoning materia, 2 accessories, and magic pot materia.
Okay.
And then if you get the deluxe edition, you get 1 accessory and everything else.
Okay.
But no statue.
Obviously, no statue.
Mugos and no Mugo, no magic pot.
I see.
Right. And then standard edition, just standard. You get nothing.
You get nothing. Good day, sir.
You just get the game.
Yeah, good day, sir. Yeah. And then it's going to be $350. So that's a big one. That is a big one.
Yeah. And mind you, everybody, if you are gonna pre-order this, I don't know if it's still able to be pre-ordered. Some people are saying that the Square site is broken right now, saying that it's sold out or that. But because if you are ordering it from the Square site, they charge you right away. It's not like how you put your card on file for hold and then get charged when it's a few days.
Yeah, when it's shipped. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. It's like, oh, you want this? Okay, give me money now.
Yeah, give me the money. Give me all your money now.
You want the statue? Give me.
Yeah, give me now.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Do I get it now? No. We have your money. You will get
give
your
us
product.
money
Yeah.
now.
You will get your product later. Money now.
But wait, it's like, wait, what do you mean? I got charged. I don't have the money. Well, now you have a negative balance in your bank statement.
Someone's gonna be paying interest with that on the credit card, huh?
Yep.
Anyway, so that is quite a good chunk. Is it actually 19 inches of Sephiroth, or is it?
Yeah, it's 19.
Okay. Wow. So it seems like 19 inches is the standard for these like collector's edition statues, I guess, nowadays. So 19 inches of Sephiroth. Okay. All right. For those who want to throw down the 350 like nothing. You know. That is quite a bit of Sephiroth. All right, let's go check out there's some details, I guess, about let me see here. So this is the unexpected DLC for Tales. We already talked about that. Okay, so there's some details for Rebirth, so I'll quickly go over these. So new synergy system, a new combat mechanic that allows you to use synergy abilities with a party member, charges up a gauge similar to limit breaks. Skill trees have been added to the game. These can unlock new synergy abilities, new materia, and more. Greater focus on exploration. Vast world map with new traversal abilities like vehicles and a glider spotted in the trailer. It is confirmed that the game will end at the Forgotten Capital. Are you familiar with the Forgotten Capital? Do you remember the story?
Yeah, so the Forgotten Capital is where, spoilers, someone dies.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Wait. Do I have it in?
Yeah. I see. Okay, so that's going to be where the game ends for that game. So that doesn't mean at all like Vincent is playable or at any time. Yes, right? There's no confirmation or like that. Okay.
Yep.
So locations may be visited in a different order than the original. For example, Wutai is not in this game, but in the next one. Oh, okay. Right. Red, is it 13 or 12?
Which? Nanaki? 13.
Oh, that's weird. It says 12 right there. Is that a typo? Oh, maybe it's a typo. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just say red. Red is fully playable. New playstyle, which balances offense and defense, has a revenge bar in addition to the AT bar, which charges up by guarding enemy attacks. Vincent is in the game, but is hinted he may not be playable until part 3, similar to Red 13. Okay, so it is 13. I think it's just a typo. Many new summons available, now more than the original game. They've gone all out, quote unquote, with the mini games and fleshed them out even more. Many new mini games have also been added. The gold saucer can be visited at any time for after the first. New mini games and difficulty levels will be added over time. Over 100 hours of content in the game. Side content combined adds up to nearly double the main quest. Oh my shit. God damn, man. Can be played completely without playing the original. Recap will be provided. Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so I don't think they put it like here. So it's kind of like what people kind of feared, but they're okay with it. You're leveling whatever level you were in the first game.
Like completely reset.
It does not transfer over. You are completely reset.
Yeah.
But they didn't say anything about items. So some items might be able to transfer over, or
or you can get your items later on or something. So that way you're not too powerful. Yeah. Right.
But they did say that if you do have the a save file of it, you do get like a little like thank you bonus.
Oh, like a little gift, for playing. Yeah. Okay. I don't think this one has any new details. Locations depicted in this title extend up to Forgotten Capital, where the greatest fate of Final Fantasy VII awaits you. Okay, so that's pretty much it on that.
So what they mean about the greatest fate is that at the Forgotten Capital is where we'll find One Piece. It's buried there.
No. It's we'll meet Whitebeard, and then he says the One Piece is real, and then the One Piece will be in part 3. So there you go.
And yes, Whitebeard is going to be a boss.
Yes.
That one shots you. That one shots you with a fucking punch.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's the earthquake punch. Boom. Oh man.
Earthquake one. Okay, he's just gonna rip the sky.
Oh yeah, just yep. He's gonna just turn the earth over.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then at the distance, you're just gonna hear zero.
Oh man, yeah. Of course, you gotta have that Blackbeard, man. You gotta have that asshole just sit in the background.
You gotta have
man.
that cameo.
Yep. Of course.
Blackbeard's a cameo character.
Yeah, right. Oh my god, could you imagine One Piece borrowing a lot of the Mortal Kombat 1 systems? That'd be pretty funny. Fatalities and all. That'd be so weird.
I mean, there are some One Piece characters that their attacks really do look like fatalities.
They do.
Fucking Kuma's one looks like a fatality. I'm gonna take all of this person's pain and put it into you.
Oh yeah. True. Very true.
Try and not die.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all the details we got so far. Thanks to Okami Games and Noisy Pixels. So anyway, let's head on over to Nintendo Direct. I believe Wario provides a pretty good solid thread for the most part. Oh, was there
I was gonna say, well, you didn't watch the both Directs, right?
No. I just like. Oh no, actually,
shit. I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
What would you rate the Sony one?
So I didn't watch the Sony one, but we kind of like skimmed through it, and I would say, I say a 6, just because it had mostly like games just kind of just like but then you have that one, right? But I don't think one game should like be like, oh my god, this is a 10 out of 10 or whatever, or you know what I mean. So
I was gonna say, let's make it easier. Like, was it a pass or a fail?
Okay, I mean it's passable, right? But I don't think it's just gonna be like this shouldn't be like, oh my god, this is the best fucking state of play ever, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Now Nintendo's is a little more passable because there's like a number of games I'm like, oh okay, I'm pretty interested, blah blah blah, yeah. Right?
I love I'm interested in playing you. When do you come out?
Right. New DLC for Splatoon 3, expansions and all that stuff. And that's going to be available for spring 2024. And there's actually going to be a Mario versus Donkey Kong game coming to the Switch. So for those who are fans of that kind of stuff, are eating pretty good, which includes local co-op and all that stuff. So that's pretty nice. If anyone is still doing the couch co-op thing with, I'm imagining like kids and and stuff like that. That one's available for February 16, 2024. So early 2024 is already looking pretty packed, and that's pretty sad because that's also the same month for Final Fantasy. But hey,
Nintendo playing with fire right now.
If there had been a sacrificial lamb, this is it, right? Like Mario versus Donkey Kong. Prince of Persia, Horizon Chase, some rhythm game, I believe, super crazy rhythm castle. There's a Spy Family game featuring Anya, right? So it's called Spy Anya Operation Memories. So it's kind of like one of those like cute little games, kind of wholesome, right? It's just basically a game for you to adore Anya more, right? So it's not much to it. But what there is a lot to it is the Super Mario RPG that is coming up for the Switch. There's a lot of gameplay mechanic updates where I believe when it comes to Mario RPG as a whole, what makes it different is that you can actually like hit buttons during their attacks, despite this being a turn-based game, to add more damage. So in this case here, you can damage all enemies rather than just do more damage when you hit the button at the right time or whatever. So there is a bit of timing to it. So it's kind of like a little more active of a turn-based system, you know. So it's pretty nice. And there's Gino. Oh, look at Gino, right? The character that a lot of people wanted to be in Smash but didn't because reasons. But he was available for at least a Mii costume, I think, if I'm correct. There's plenty of combat content with high difficulty bosses if you want to fight them again, that kind of stuff. I believe this is a visual novel game or some sort of mystery visual novel game called Another Code to Memories. I think this was another game from like way back in the day or something like that. I'm not too sure the context. And then there's a Peach game that essentially features Peach in a theater and has like different power-ups, including the Sword Fighter Peach. Seems like a side-scrolling adventure game. So
this is also very Maho Shoujo.
Yes.
Because the way she transforms. So
yeah. You even got the Sherlock Holmes Peach.
No, well, let's go by anime. So we have Lupin the Third or Conan.
Yeah, Conan. Yeah.
Food Wars.
Yeah, Food Wars. Yeah. And then of course Sword Fighter Peach. I don't know what.
Okay, so Sword Fighter Peach. I want to say is Revolutionary Girl Utena.
Okay.
For those who don't know what that anime is, it's fucking old. Do not look that up.
Yeah.
It is fucking old.
And then you got, of course, the Kung Fu Peach, right?
And this can be like any fucking shonen.
Yeah,
shonen
pretty
joke.
much.
But if we want to pin it down, I'll say Ranma. Ranma 1/2.
Ranma half. Yeah. Let's leave it at that. Yeah. So there's like different forms. You got that screenshot, which is funny. I guess it's okay. So this is called Princess Peach Showtime, available for March 22nd, 2024. So
also, like right there, see the two little statues?
Oh yes.
You think it'll be toads, right?
Oh, it's the caterpillars, though, right? They kind of look.
Yeah,
like
it's the caterpillars, but to me, they look like Olimar.
Yeah, yeah. They got that nose thing going on. Yeah, the Pikmin thing. Yeah, yeah. Olimar does kind of come to mind. Another JRPG called Sega Emerald Beyond. I think it's a JRPG, but anyway, from way back in the day. I think I could be wrong. Tomb Raider remaster for the Switch, 1 through 3, with more levels, I guess, expansions and secret levels. Detective Pikachu, which is coming out pretty soon. I might get the game just because it's a meme, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Trombone Champ, for those who love the trombone rhythm game, it is coming to the Switch. Battle Crush, War Tales, Contra, if anyone is in the mood for some Contra. I think this is a classic remade, so it's like, the typical side-scrolling shooting game with some action sequences. This one is also another JRPG looks like. It kind of like plays around, it's like reminiscent of like the classics. This one is called Unicorn Overlord, coming in March. Luigi's Mansion 2 being HDified for Switch. I think that came out on the Wii U or something like that. I forget. Anyway, it's been a while. And then they announced a new Nintendo Museum, which is actually pretty cool in Japan, of course. I think in Kyoto, right? That's where
I guess we have some place to go when we finally go to Japan.
Right. If I go back to Japan, that's one place to add it to the list. Construction will be complete in March 2024, so sometime next year, early on next year. So that's pretty awesome.
Now, I wonder how they're gonna do the visitations to this museum. Is it gonna be like how they do it with Studio Ghibli's version? Because it's like you buy the ticket, then you have to reserve a day, and then you have to reserve a time. And if you don't make it on any of those, I think you get only like a half refund or something like that.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, amiibos were announced, or rather, their dates, right? And Zelda and Ganondorf for Tears of the Kingdom are coming November 3rd, which I actually was able to land a pre-order for Ganondorf. I don't know about Zelda. Zelda is, I think, out because people really like Zelda, I guess. Ganondorf, though, I think it was still available at the time I pre-ordered mine. So looks like he's like the lesser popular one, even though he looks really cool in my opinion. This one is sold out. This one is really popular. So Xenoblade Chronicles 3 with Noah and Mio. Those are the two main characters. So they're coming in a double pack. And then, of course, lastly, for the Smash series, right, Sora is announced as an amiibo, which is coming out sometime in 2024.
So I already know the price tag. It's going to be $1,000 because, you know, you're paying Disney.
Yeah.
You just see Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
where's it? Where's the credit card?
Mickey Mouse will definitely charge you up the ass right away. Not when the product ships, right away. We'll definitely will do that.
No, he'll charge you from even just breathing or looking at it.
Being in the presence.
Motherfucker, give it.
Yeah. Visitation fee.
You know, I would not be fucking surprised that Sora's amiibo has like one of those special versions at the Disney park. You know, it'll be like fucking overpriced to hell.
Yeah, like the Kingdom Hearts 2 version, or like the 3 or whatever the costume is, right?
Or he's just wearing like a Disney
Disney attire.
Disney attire or something like that, and it's like $80.
Yeah,
what?
$80. No, 100, dude. 99,
$80, motherfucker.
Yeah. So sometime coming next year, I'm pretty sure the pre-order is gonna be crazy, so I gotta be on top of that. F-Zero, it's coming back. Not exactly. It's called F-Zero 99, which is basically
the fuck is an F-Zero?
Yeah, right. F-Zero 99 is basically the battle royale version of F-Zero. The idea is to, of course, survive, and don't die and stuff like that. I think so far though, I've heard like good word on it, so it's a cool idea. It's just not the brand new F-Zero. It's just kind of like what they did with Mario and Tetris. I know that Tetris 99, I think it's still going. I played a good amount of 99, and I almost got first at some point, but I got second place, unfortunately. So maybe will be more up my alley because it's racing. We'll see. Unfortunately, though, this is only available for Switch Online members today, or later as of the announcement or whatever of the Switch or the Direct. It also supports the Super NES controller for those who are into that kind of stuff. More games, Bando Tale, there's Sonic Nunu, WarioWare, another look at the WarioWare Switch game. Aiden Chronicle, another, I believe, a JRPG. I don't know if this is a classic or like a rehash or remake or just a HD edition. Eastward Octopia with the paid DLC. Wargroove, Dave the Diver. All right, and then we have, I believe this is going to be the final wave of the Mario Kart Deluxe or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Edition DLC. So the courses are there, of course. You have more courses. Of course, you have new characters, which includes Diddy Kong. All right, that's pretty cool. Yeah, Funky Kong. All right, that's my guy from the Wii days, right? Mario Kart Wii. And you got Pauline. All right, cool. She's from Tour. looks like they grabbed it from Tour. But then you have Peachette.
That.
What?
He's like, then you have this.
And you have the like what the fuck? Like you have other characters from Tour, but you pick Peachette. Oh, that's really that's such a disappointing pick. I really wish it was Captain Falcon, you know, or like something out like left field, right? You got Captain Falcon's like knees like sticking out of the car and everything, dude. I would want to see that so bad. But no, it's not even like someone else cool from Mario Kart Tour, which is the mobile game. You got Peachette. It's like, what? Who asked for that?
See what you know, excuse me.
Yeah.
What Nintendo should have done with this game is give what everyone wants. How's it?
I was I somehow knew you were gonna say that because you know Peachette, yeah. No, Bowsette would have been so funny.
Or Boozette,
Chain Chompette, yeah, you know. I think there was a couple more, but
Piranha, Petit Piranha,
yeah.
Chet, Mario Chet, Luigi Chet, Yoshi Chet. Yep.
But Peachette, like, come on, man. That
should have just been a skin, you know.
Yeah, that should have been the skin. You're right. Yeah, but that's a full ass character, man. That's kind of disappointing. Nonetheless, though, Wave 6 is coming this holiday. So I have the DLC already, so that should be already like unlocked for me. But I have yet to play any of the other new courses at all. So I think once this drops, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna go all in. It's kind of like binging on One Piece, you know. I'm just going all in. I guess there's some sort of new map for Among Us for those who are still playing that game.
Among Us.
Oh man, that sounded really weird when you said that with the noise canceling thing. It was some sort of like weird noise I can't explain. But anyway, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is going to be HDified for the Switch, with additional content as well. So that's really awesome for those who missed out on the Thousand Year Door, like myself, unfortunately. So that would be a great time to get into that. And that was, I think, the last part of the game, right? Yeah. So or the direct, excuse me. So yeah, there's actually like a number of titles like ooh, you know, that type of thing. So, you know, PlayStation, they just had what, Spider-Man, and then Rebirth, right? Final Fantasy Rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all there is to it, you know. One or two games, depending on who you are. I'm more interested with Final Fantasy. When it comes to Direct, I think it was just like another standard solid Direct, right? You know, wasn't the most exciting, sure, but I would say in comparison, this one's way more passable, you know. There's something, definitely something for everyone, for sure, for the Nintendo stuff. What was there any other comments you wanted to say for the Direct? Was there anything that was super interesting?
For this Direct, well, with every Direct, you know, don't fucking like wish, you know, fucking aim above, you know, like don't put your
aim for the stars,
high.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, I wanted to see, like, you know, past 3DS or DS games, you know, hit the eShop.
Yeah.
I'm giving my energy to my friend so she can have energy for when the day comes. Probably a remake or a new addition to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon franchise.
Oh, yeah.
Like just like energy.
Yeah. What if instead though they brought back Pokemon Troze? Remember that game? It was some like weird spin-off. I forget what it was exactly. It was some sort of like puzzle game or something. I forget what it was. But Troze was definitely one of those like very niche like spin-off games. What if they brought Pokemon Conquest? Remember that one? That was with with like Nobunaga and like all the
yeah,
that type of stuff.
Fuck, I wouldn't mind if they made a new addition to the Pokemon Coliseum game.
Oh man, yeah, I want that Pokemon Stadium game, dude, for whichever, like Switch or Switch 2. You know, like really make the battles look cool.
Everyone was like, "Okay, like this is gonna be the direct. They're gonna release the Switch 2 or give a hint." It's like, no.
Oh my god,
this is Nintendo. They're stingy about this.
Yeah,
they're probably gonna even remotely announce that damn thing is in existence until like what,
June.
3 months. Yeah, 3 months before it actually releases.
Oh man, it's gonna be a fucking nightmare to pre-order that shit, I'm sure. Like Zoro Amiibo is one thing. Oh my god, Switch 2 is gonna be a
Switch 2.
It's gonna be a fucking nightmare, man.
Because the Switch that we have now, it's on its last legs, like on its last 6 months legs. So it's like, yeah. And also you can feel it. You can feel it. See it.
You can see it with the Pokemon Detective Pikachu, man, and of course Scarlet, man. Like, god damn. God damn, man. Scarlet Violet, god damn. It is just, I mean, I could be on what do you call it, Game Freak or Pokemon Company's part of not just trying to optimize the game, but still, nonetheless, the Switch is kind of you know. But luckily, like a lot of the new games are like, you know, Mario and stuff like that, so they're not like intensive games, so that's helping with that. When it comes to like, you know, Pokemon and all that stuff, yeah, it's definitely struggling, man. It's definitely struggling. So hopefully, yeah, I think that should be the right time, right? June-ish, right? You know, E3 time, just announce Switch 2 or Super Switch or whatever it's going to be called, right? I heard even some say it's going to be called the Focus or something. Nintendo Focus or something like that. Such a weird name. I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah, there's a meme for that came out from the Peach game. Ultima added this. Oh god, that's super loud. But it's basically you know, Evo moment 37 with Justin Wong versus Daigo way back in the day.
Let's go, Justin!
Yeah. Yeah. It's basically you know, the part where Peach like kicks the other kung fu person, and then the Ultima like kind of repeatedly put it on loop or whatever, and then edited the Evo sounds in there, and then Justin Wong gave him a quote tweet. He's like, "Sighs," and then Ultima's like, "Oh god, I'm sorry." Basically, so that's pretty cute. That guy loves to shitpost, doesn't he? All right, almost done with the Frontline stuff. I wanted to throw this in here, which is the news about Unity. I don't know if you're familiar with Unity, but Unity is a game engine for a number of games, mobile and.
I played around with the Unity, and some of those fucking assets and shit for that damn program is mind-boggling.
Yes, yeah. So. I'm not gonna read this whole thing, but TLDR, basically they were trying to set up some sort of like, basically it's kind of like what taxes do, right? Except that when a game uses Unity and the Unity engine or some sort of service from Unity, I guess, when that game gets really popular, they would charge you some sort of fee of, what is it, like 20 cents per install of whatever game, like if that game gets popular. So a lot of people or a lot of developers who use this engine were like, nah, this ain't it, man. So they went all about it. Was there always some sort of fee? Maybe, sure, but the way they went about it is not the way to go. You know, like per fucking install. That's crazy, right? So if you have like a million, a million downloads or installs or whatever, that means you have to pay what is that, like 200k or something, 20k if my math is right. Anyway, a ridiculous amount of money just because of that, just because you're popular and stuff like that. So again, those companies were not having it. Even Jeff Keighley went in and said, "What a joke," and stuff like that. And a lot of people were bashing on it, and then Unity tried to like alleviate that. They tried to respond to it like, "Hey, this is a misunderstanding, blah blah." But overall, the end result of that is that no one is buying it. No one is like falling for it or whatever it is. Yeah, it's kind of rough right now. As someone who does play games on that use Unity, yes, it is somewhat of a concern. When it comes to games like Genshin Impact, because that also uses Unity, I believe, Star Rail and stuff like that, I think Hoyoverse is safe, quote unquote, from what I hear, because China, I guess, uses some sort of different version of Unity, and that doesn't fall into this category, I guess, because of how China works and stuff like that with the laws and stuff like that. So I think it's a different thing. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Take that with a grain of salt. So yeah, it is pretty rough right now within the game development industry, particularly with Unity. So yeah, unfortunately for those who were trying to like develop something on Unity, it kind of definitely holds them back from doing so, right? Especially if they blow up to be a popular thing, right? Yeah, this ain't it. Was there anything you wanted to say about this whole Unity situation?
Does a lot of stupid shit for people. Because that's all I'm hearing and seeing about them taxing all of this shit is agreed.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Just
They just wanted a piece of the pie, and I think they definitely went too far with it. And a lot of people are mad about it, to the point where they just can't trust Unity anymore. So that's why a number of companies are what it sounds like wanting to switch over to another engine or whatever. So that could do similar things, if not better. Maybe it is time to update from Unity to something else. I don't know. Will it affect games like Genshin Impact and other really popular mobile games? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not an expert in that sort of particular area, but from what it sounds like, it seems like Genshin Impact / Star Rail and all that stuff are safe for now, but we'll see what kind of development kind of comes out of it. But for all the other games, yeah, it's definitely shaky because of the trust that Unity has, at this point, screwed up with. It's like you just never know what Unity will do next. Even if they like backtrack on it, it's like there's just always something else they could do to like sneak up on those profits, right? And to just steal money from you and stuff like that. So it just sucks, man. It's just a business. It definitely is a business-driven decision and choice that they've made or tried to do. And they essentially got their hand bitten, by the people who fed them, essentially, right? Because games do a lot for these engines, right? They're the ones who popularize these engines. They do a lot for those type of things, and hard to say beyond that, but essentially companies like Unity kind of are trying to ruin that, seems like, intentionally. But I think they're just trying to they thought this was a good idea for a fair idea, and then of course it's not. I think it's a bit too far, and I think yeah, they essentially, again, they try to get more within what they could chew. But yeah, you know. But yeah, they essentially hurt the hand that fed them. So yeah, some way or some form. So anyway, that's all I could say about that. For that bit for Unity. Unless you have something else to say about Unity.
Nope.
Okay, we're good. Speaking of mobile,
I guess.
What's up?
Boycott it for now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there have been a lot of speaking up type of moments from a number of like bodies or game development bodies and all that stuff. It's pretty rough on Unity's part right now, and for those, of course, who exclusively use that engine, like out in and out, you know. Yeah. All right. Speaking of mobile games, mobile gaming seems to be appearing to be leveling up in some ways somewhere. Meanwhile, because we had the iPhone 15 Pro announced, and it looks like it has a bunch of tech specs going on, right? There's a lot going on in that phone. Pre-orders are going out, right? And it seems like it's to the point where it can start running games like Death Stranding and Assassin's Creed on those phones. So for right now, games lined up for the iPhone 15 Pro is going to be games like, Resident Evil Village, Death Stranding, and even, of course, Assassin's Creed Mirage. That's already kind of set up for the new iPhone. The new chip made with Apple's nanometer technology, the first smartphone to do so, which will make it faster, more powerful, more energy efficient, and more expensive. Of course, base model will set you back $1,000, and the larger iPhone 15 Pro Max costs $1,200, more than double the price of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. More games for the iPhone 15 Pro will likely be announced soon, as developers now have another platform and revenue stream to tap into. How pricing for these premium games will look on mobile remains to be seen. Yeah, so we haven't seen. I don't think there is footage yet, I guess, for the iPhone 15 Pro running these such games. But yeah, it has the powerful A17 Pro chip, new processor comprising of 6-core processing unit, 6-core graphics processing unit, capable of advanced tricks like ray tracing. Jesus Christ, we're having ray tracing in our phones, it seems like. Yeah, man. Every like at this point, everything's gonna like be on the phone, every fucking thing, and like the phone will be like the standard, right, device for all of us at this point. Gaming is gonna be on there, all our social shit is gonna be on there, everything, every entertainment thing will be on there. It's already happening, of course, but like, yeah, stuff like this will definitely push the envelope even more. So I know you're an Android guy, yes? Yeah. I mean, did you have any comment about the iPhone Pro or iPhone 15 Pro, and then like the games that are gonna come out for it and stuff like that?
Well, with the iPhone 15 Pro, I think I saw memes about it, like how they finally are being like what everyone else has been using for the charging part, and I was like, wow.
Oh, that I heard they're gonna go USB-C finally instead of the
USB instead of Lightning port, and I was like, damn, Apple, you sure you ain't fucking Internet Explorer?
Yeah. Yeah, no more of this fucking stupid thing, man. If I get a new phone. Lightning cable.
It's like, what does it even do? Like, does it charge a little bit faster? Is that it?
It's just a the what do you call proprietary cable that you can only buy for your iPhone. That's pretty much it. I don't think it charges any faster. It doesn't do anything special. It's a fucking charging cable, right? But you know, Apple like to make their own stuff. But I'm already in the Apple economy, right? So that's why it makes sense for me to, you know, back up my stuff, and because I use a iMac, or I have a Mac for my video editing purposes, and so it makes sense for someone like me to have an iPhone, and it's been a smoother experience since I switched from an Android. I used to have an Android until I had a Samsung Galaxy S4 when that fucking thing came out. Great phone, but you know, it came to a point where I'm like, yeah, the iPhone just makes more sense because I can back it up, I can do all this doohickey stuff. It just makes more sense, right? You know, Apple stuff works together quite nicely, right? So I've been an iPhone guy since, but I understand like the, you know, all the bullshit and all that stuff being annoying and all that, and people have the right to talk shit about that. I definitely do agree. You know, I'm not gonna argue against that. You know, I'm not a complete fucking Apple fanboy, right? Like, dude, man. I especially hated what they did with the 32-bit software stuff. Like, because of them, I literally couldn't use one of my key essential Photoshop programs, if not all of them, right? That's why I had to stick with like some freeware and like some bullshit for a long time until I found Pixelmator, which is like, and I don't think Pixelmator was even that good back then either when it first came out. It only got good over the recent years. So even if I discovered it back then, it would have not been satisfying for my needs. So only now it seems like, or only recently, Apple is starting to like, you know, catch up on certain areas, right? Including now the USB Type-C. No more fucking proprietary bullshit. I wonder why now, but okay, all right, you know, I guess I'll welcome it. But was there anything else that you know of when it comes to the iPhone 15 Pro features? Because I haven't even looked into that stuff as of late, because I'm okay still with my 12 Pro. It still runs fine. So I'm not like dying for a new fucking phone or anything like that. So that just means, right, when I do get a new phone, by that time it's gonna be, I guess, really powerful in comparison to the 12. So I mean, I don't really game on my phone other than Genshin Impact sometimes, and then of course Star Rail when I'm bored, right? And of course, like, you know, Grand Order here and there, and that's pretty much it. I mean, I just watch YouTube videos on it. I play music. Nothing really like intensive. I'm not like, oh man, I'm gonna play Final Fantasy Rebirth on my phone or like that. You know? Nothing like that, you know. Yeah. So I'm not really dying for a new phone, that point being. But I just thought I'd point this out because, yeah, we're kind of like at that point where now even like AAA gaming is going to be lining up for these phones, man. It's going to be crazy. And most activities, if not every single one of them at some point, will be all on the phone. It already has been taking over in many places, sure. But yeah, as technology advances, yeah, more and more stuff is going to take over, if not even more. Anything else you wanted to say about this stuff? Okay, alrighty, that's it for the front line. Oh man, I forgot to. Oh no, I almost I kind of ruined the streak, but oh well. least I didn't completely forget. All right, so now we can head on to some of the extra stuff. So, including some games news. This one involves with remember Wild Hearts, that one game that was supposed to compete with Monster Hunter. EA is reportedly ending support for Wild Hearts just 7 months after launch. The game apparently didn't meet sales target. Yeah, not really a shocker. I mean, it was super forgettable. Like after the first week, unfortunately, because it was developed by the Dynasty Warriors guys, Omega Force. Yeah, man. It was supposed to be, like I said, it's supposed to be competing with Monster Hunter. It looked promising at first. Admittedly, it looked kind of neat. But after hearing what happened at launch, how people felt about it, it wasn't really all that great. It definitely was not convincing me. I'm glad I didn't put my money into it, and I don't think any of the guys did either. I don't think, anyway. Especially with the fact that it wasn't on Game Pass, so that was like, ooh, that's kind of rough. That definitely made things a little harder for me to try it out, and I'm glad I didn't, because it wasn't cutting it as the competitor for Monster Hunter games. I mean, it sucks. You hate to see it, but you know, that's just kind of how it goes, man. It just didn't come out great, and the game is essentially dying at that point. So Wild Hearts will not receive any further DLC or patches, stuff like that. It definitely sucks, because it was an interesting idea.
Yeah.
But I guess, I don't know, it was the execution or just the overall like game-ness of it just didn't really cut it. So I'm not sure where exactly was the problem to pinpoint. Maybe it was just a combination of things, and either way, not a lot of people are playing it. In fact, it was kind of forgotten, man. It's kind of just like faded in the background, after a couple weeks. I remember a couple of big streamers were playing it and stuff like that for promotion's sake. Nothing else since. Any words for Wild Hearts?
Hold on. I have perfect word.
Okay.
Drop this shit. We're gonna play some sad music, right? Even though this does not bring sadness, this brings like evil.
Yeah, and maybe comedy because of the horns. But
also, sorry for everyone if you. This is big ass spoilers to an anime if you're not there yet. Or when? No. When did he first show up?
Sorry, what?
When did he first show up? The owner of the hat, of this hat.
It's kind of hard.
I know, right? It's like, yeah, when did he show up?
Huh. Well, can you clarify what that hat is? Where that hat is from, for those who don't know? Or
okay, for those who don't know, it's from One Piece.
Yes,
and it's from he's from a family.
Right. All right.
Who I cosplayed. And fuck stilettos. Jesus Christ, never again.
Yeah. Yep. What a character. What a saga that was. Well, anyways, rest in peace, Wild Hearts, at this point.
Yep.
Hate to see it. All right, let's go on to the last bit of it, which is news featuring anime, movies, streaming series, and more. There was something for Godzilla Monarch. I'm not sure if it was like a trailer or just like a little random announcement thing. Oh, I guess there is some sort of trailer, I guess. So Monarch, Legacy of Monsters, a 10-episode set in the Monsterverse, home of one and only Godzilla. So let me see.
I don't know if this will get to you. I hope so.
Kurt Russell's in it.
I can't go back in time and fix all the mistakes I made. But maybe I could leave something for the future. A legacy.
Oh yeah, John Goodman, that's right.
The world is on fire. I decided to do something about it.
Yeah, it's on fire because of
dreams, ambitions,
climate change, you
the
bitch.
mission was to protect their world and ours.
It's what we wanted Monarch to be. Instead of chasing monsters.
If you come with me, you'll know everything, I promise.
Daddy.
It seems like we're gonna see some recaps too. Hopefully it's like a different perspectives, not just like a one-to-one recap. Yeah.
And also, hopefully, the recap doesn't take like half of the damn series.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
It only takes like what, 1 or 2 episodes at most.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully this will be an interesting watch. It's got potential. I mean, Kurt Russell's in it. We'll see like familiar faces with like, you know, John Goodman's character and stuff like that from the Kong days, right? When we saw the movie Kong, Skull Island. That was the legendary iteration of King Kong. So yeah, hopefully that would show different perspectives, right? Because we're seeing different characters, so it looks like they were there at the time too of these, you know, key events. So again, hopefully it's not just like a recap, you know, stuff like that. Yep. That will only be on Apple TV or whatever, so I'm not sure if I'll like make my way to Apple TV just for Godzilla, but if I have to, then yes. That's all I got for Legacy of Monsters.
I mean, I don't want to pay Apple TV to just, you know, watch a series, so.
Yo ho ho.
It's, yeah. I forgot his laugh already.
I know, me too. It's been a while.
I almost said Shirororo, and I was like, wait, wrong person.
Wrong person, yeah. That definitely would have been completely different. What's completely different, at least from IGN, is you know, because Disney Plus is raising its prices for October 12th. IGN was just like straight up like, hey, here's how to cancel, man. Fuck this, you know, instead of like, oh yeah, you know, October 12th, yeah, prices are going up, but here are these recommended shows for October. Instead they're like, hey, here's how to cancel. So I was kind of like, all right, well, wow, okay, this is an odd sort of W from IGN, because especially with Disney Plus going to do the thing where they'll charge you a fee for sharing passwords. Yeah, fuck that. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'll try to go somewhere else to get my shows and stuff like that. So yeah. Yep. Are you still planning to stick with Disney, or are you
for now? Yes.
For now, okay.
Until
it gets real rough, I guess.
Yeah. I'm gonna rough it out.
Yeah, I get it. It ain't for me though. So yeah, I am sharing my account with a couple of people, so that's why I'm like, yeah, it's that is not for me. All right, next one up is something new. Well, for some people, but a classic for people like myself and in Zawa as well, which is Fist of the North Star, Hokuto no Ken. A new anime for it is coming. So not too much details. It's just like a poster. That's about it. It's a classic anime / manga series that influenced a number of shonen series later on, which came out in the 80s, right? This came out in the 80s. Mm-hmm. You could say it's like a grandfather of a lot of the shonen animes that a lot of people know and love. So,
no, the question is, does it show which anime studio is picking this up?
Again, yeah, there's not too much detail. All it's saying. Go ahead.
Because again, I think it's what you're about to say is like all it's saying is like, here you guys go. No other further details, just have fun.
Yeah, that's all we have is just this key art, and in some form or way, it says, yeah, the surrounding this project is currently vague at best. Yeah, L is the kanji meaning to revive. This may imply that the series will be a reboot to depict events on a clean slate, but it's not entirely clear yet. Additionally, new staff and voice cast will be present using the latest technology in anime production. Oh man, I hope that does not mean fucking AI shit, right? Like, hopefully it does not mean AI voices. Fans can look forward to Hokuto no Ken once more, or Hokuto Shinken once more. Unfortunately, no news regarding the production studio or the planned premiere window was shared. However, the key art for this project was unveiled, viewable below. Yeah, so that's all we got, literally. It's just this art right here, which doesn't say too much, other than looks like they're sticking to the actual manga design of Kenshiro with the armor and everything. Because when you look back on the anime for Fist of the North Star back in the day, there was a lot of deviation actually. If you know, more than one realized.
It kind of suffered. Well, not suffered, but it played on what the Gintama joke is with anime.
Yeah,
if it went too fast before the manga, they had to do something
right
to kind of like make the manga catch up. But if the anime is like not fucking like catching up with the manga, then it just fucking plummets.
Yeah, I don't think even Fist of the North Star is even that long of a story anyway, so there was a lot.
It's not. It is short.
It is. It has a lot of filler. Like, I mean, and that's what makes like all those memorable scenes, like, you know, like the clips you see on like Twitter and YouTube and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff actually is filler. Like all those were made by the anime team, not so much, you know, Bronson and Tetsuo Hara, which is like, you know, the creators and the artists and whatever for Fist of the North Star. So yeah, you know, a lot of it is thanks to the anime that makes Kenshiro very memorable in both like that anime serious sense, but also just like that meme material, right? You know, that's a lot of it comes from the anime stuff, not so much the manga. Manga is very like straightforward. Meanwhile, anime does like all kinds of stuff. They put all kinds of new characters in there, all these like, you know, villains of the day kind of like stuff, and just a lot of filler. But that did garner a lot of clips, a lot of memorable moments from the anime, like funny ones, that. But this one looks like it's going to be sticking to their guns, right? Like the manga stuff, right? So that means we're not going to see a lot of those characters that you see from the anime. So, you know, there's I remember when it came to like the early saga, right? They had like hundreds or lots of the Nanto Seiken sort of variations of the style, right? But again, those are all filler. So we're only going to see like the few Nanto styles and stuff like that.
Yep.
That's kind of how it goes. Yeah,
I kind of hope that the anime studio that picks up that is you know,
working on this, yeah,
working on this is the same one that did is doing JoJo's. You know, might as well.
Yeah.
Keep it like close knit. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully it just looks good, and the voice actors are, like, of course there's gonna be new people, right? All the people from the original anime are like really old, so can't really help it. So there's gonna be a brand new cast, and hopefully they can kind of like carry the spirit on of Fist of the North Star to make it a fun watch, right? Hopefully it looks good, sounds good, music's great, all that stuff. Storyboarding and all that stuff will be good too, since they are going to be sticking more to the actual manga storyline than the anime doing its own thing. So yeah, looking forward to it. Gotta see the trailer though for me to be like, all right, I'm all for it or whatever, yeah. So because very vague at the moment. And my question is this going to be like a Netflix exclusive thing? Is it going to be on Amazon? Is it going to be exclusive to a streaming platform? Or is it going to be on Crunchyroll? Like, or is it just going to be on TV and anyone can have at it? I don't know. No idea. Yeah, I don't think, this just shows, the website just shows like all the manga characters. Yeah, Joggy, of course. There's Shin, Double Rebirth, Hyuga. Oh, there's Colonel. I remember Colonel. Falco, Fudo, and then Shachi, I think. Yeah, it's Shachi. That was like in the later half. Yeah, so on and so forth. Yep. Anything else you want to say for Fist of the North Star?
Yeah. How not detailed, but how censored is this adaptation?
Yeah, that's right. That is a good question. Yes, this is definitely known for its ultra violence. Yeah. And even go ahead. Sorry.
In recent years for anime, like they've been hitting the envelope a bit for like how much gore they can put in on screen.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a quick like 1 to 3.
Yeah.
But again, like with Fist of the North Star, everybody who never read it or watched the 80s version of it,
yeah,
some of these gory scenes are fucking stretched out.
Mm-hmm.
It's stretched out, or it's an instant, but it just plays super slow when people's limbs get blown off.
Yeah.
And you're just going like,
right. I have pressed this PowerPoint, whatever. You will suffer this effect and blah blah blah, and then like it happens just like slowly, and like I get it. It's for the entertainment value and the build up and stuff, but yeah, of course, even the anime was also censored in some way. Like there was a lot of like people blowing up, but like there were like shadows and like there was this bright.
It was shadows or
white background. Yeah,
they're in the like far back.
Yeah.
But you still see the pieces.
Yeah.
Flying off. But it wasn't like in focus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like it wasn't definitely like super detailed, right? You kind of see implied violence too. That like their guts are falling out, or you hear all the sounds, right? Like stuff spilling out too. But for the most part, it was definitely tame. More than what someone would sort of like stereotype Fist of the North Star, like, oh my god, it's ultra violent and stuff like that. But like there's plenty of other anime that was like super fucking violent, like way more violent than Fist of the North Star. If anything, Fist of the North Star is kind of like the entry level almost.
Yeah.
And there's like plenty of other ones that were super violent with the detailing, and like you see like actual guts and brains. Yeah.
Very provocative things. Hi Berserk from the 80s and early 90s. How you doing?
Right.
How you doing?
Right. And there's like of course all those like obscure niche animes that no one really talks about, but they exists when you are willing to look into it. Like all the really violent ones, including like I think like Parasite or something like that. I forget what it's called. Like some Parasite one, and like some cyberpunk stuff, some police stuff as well. Yeah, so on and so forth.
But the murder mystery, like animes.
Yeah. Although like there's some modern violent ones too, as well. It's you just have to look. You got to do your research, definitely. Yeah. Like if you like literally look up like YouTube, like violence in anime or something, I'm sure there'll be people who put up like compilations of that stuff, and you can kind of just like look, where does this come from, kind of thing, you know. That's how a lot of people discover this sort of stuff, like out of context first, and then they watch the anime series and they're just like, oh shit, you know, blah blah blah, you know. Yep. So but yeah, Fist North Star, man, I'm all for it for right now. It's definitely one of my top favorite animes still, like just because of like how ridiculous that anime is and how badass Kenshiro is and all those moments and stuff like that. And yes, a lot of it does come from the filler too, admittedly, not just the manga but the filler within the anime. So yep, kind of what happens within that sort of realm, you know. Anime sometimes enhances the original story in a way, and some people say, oh, the manga is better, or you know, blah blah blah, but yeah, I don't know. All right, more on anime. Finally, fucking part 2 of the final season of Attack on Titan has been announced, right? There's been a date for it. I'm not gonna play the trailer here. I'm just gonna play the date right here, because a lot of spoilers. There's a lot of stuff going on. You're gonna be like, "What the fuck's going on, man?" You know. So, November 4th is the date. I definitely can't wait. I've been sticking with Attack on Titan for up to this point. I mean, I already know what happens because the manga already ended. It's the anime that has to end it up, or it has to wrap it up. You know. So I already know what happens, but obviously there are people who only watch the anime, so I won't watch it, or I won't play the trailer here for the sake of it. And yeah, you know, they kind of been treating this whole final season thing, quote unquote, kind of like Deathly Hallows almost with Harry Potter, except that Harry Potter only has 2 parts for Deathly Hallows, and then for the final season, Attack on Titan is like 4 at this point. It's ridiculous. But when it does happen, it really like, damn. And speaking of violence, right, this definitely is kind of up there when it comes to modern stuff. There's a lot of implied violence too, but yeah, definitely is kind of up there for today's standards, I guess, when it comes to violence. But yeah, I definitely can't wait for it. You know, they finally are gonna wrap it up in the anime side of things, and can't wait to see all the cool like key moments from the manga animated here, because it is going to be, yes, this is the final part. So the final part of the final season. So yeah, kind of funny. All right, so that's it for that. And another season announcement kind of thing, but this time for One Piece, the live action, that is. So we saw some sort of like teaser, or like, oh shit, what does it mean? And there's this video on Twitter from Mr. Oda, everyone, Sensei himself.
This is in his actual house, I believe.
Yeah, his office.
Studio room.
Yeah, house, office.
You look how nice it looks. I mean, not nice, but
it's controlled chaos, essentially. It makes sense.
It looks to be...
実写ドラマ版ワンピースシーズン1いかがだったでしょうか。
はい。
ネットフリックスとトゥモロースタジオと一緒に長い間制作に取り組んできました。配信された作品を世界中の皆さんが楽しんでくれているようで。
I think it's a puppet because you can see.
It's definitely, like, yeah, it's definitely
doing this.
Yeah, it's definitely a puppet.
が報われて本当に良かった。
Which again, like.
Jim Henson.
The ones that they had, yeah, Jim Henson. What they used in the anime is like, it's supposed to look disturbing as fuck.
本当にありがとうございます。配信から2週間、 とてもいい知らせが届きました。
2 weeks after launch,
Netflix
has decided to renew the show.
続編の制作を決定しました。稲木たち実写版麦わらの一味の冒険はまだまだ続きます。脚本が出来上がるまでまだまだ時間がかかりますので気長にお待ちください。さて、ここから先は麦わらの一味に優秀な
see, key words right there.
Big ass hint for everyone.
Right. From here on, it seems to me that Straw Hats will need a great doctor.
変異が必要になってくる気がします。ご期待ください。
I'm gonna say it's gonna be, for that part in the story, it's 2 episodes. It's just gonna be 2 episodes.
Right. Maybe 3 at max.
3.5. 3.5.
3.5. Okay.
There he is.
Yep.
Now, are they actually gonna go call fucking Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah, I know, to be Kureha. Yeah, I know, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Watch you be like, they're like, Jamie Lee, this is Netflix. Yes.
Yes. Wait, we haven't asked the question. Yes, I want to be in One Piece.
You're for what? You guys are doing One Piece, right? Yes.
As Dr. Kureha specifically.
No, it's like, yes. This is for Netflix. Okay, I'm right outside the office.
Damn, she's already ready, man. She's already ready. But yes, we see Chopper on the drawing. Big hint, or not even a hint at this point. It's a confirmation that Chopper is going to be in season 2. We haven't seen what he looks like live action, of course.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
Which I'm gonna say he's gonna be mainly CGI. Hopefully, it's good CGI.
Yeah. I mean, just like how the bird was. Yeah.
Unless for like his, deer farm, they get an actual deer.
Right. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat. Yeah, train a deer. Just train a deer in forehead. Yeah. maybe like when it's like the back of Chopper's head, they will like have some sort of like physical thing, maybe. So that way the actors can like actually look at it, right? To have an idea.
Oh yeah, kind of like okay, so the recent fucking Super Sentai, which was excuse me. Ooh. No, Dawn Brothers, Super Sentai, Dawn Brothers.
Yeah,
they had a very short character, about the same height as Chopper. CGI, but when he was like, when the camera was like not really focused on him, they had a practical. They had a practical,
like a physical thing. Yeah,
practical helmet, so that the actors can interact with.
Yeah.
So probably like that. Yeah, they'll have like an actual hat.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That'll probably get stolen by somebody.
Yeah.
At the end of this season, I can guarantee that.
I know.
I'm not gonna say it's me.
Right.
But it's me.
Yeah. So
you just see me after season 2 is done. Wow, Zo, that's a nice hat.
That's a really real looking Chopper hat you got there. Huh? Where'd you get it?
It's like, I got it from Japan, in one of the cosplay shops. Yeah. And then there's the tag that says property of Netflix. What's that tag?
Yeah, no, Tamura Studios. Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have Chopper, which means we're definitely gonna have Wapple, right, the villain, right, and then hopefully we'll see Dalton, the Bison guy, and then who else was there? I mean, the 2 other villains or whatever that were working with Wapple. I think it was like Chess and Kuro Manimo. That's what it was. Yeah, Kuro Manimo, the Afro guy with the Afro gloves, and then Chess was the weird wavy lipped guy with the arrows. Yeah. Which that would be interesting to see, because how Wapple's powers work. I'm sure they can pull it off. He just eats stuff. So Wapple just eats stuff. I wonder how they'll do the costume though. It would be pretty cool to see, actually.
I kind of want to say it's going to be half practical, but have some CGI elements.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For those weird moments in his
Oh yeah, when he like like when he opens his mouth,
Yeah.
like yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But also, I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
At the end of season 2, we're kind of gonna. I'm gonna say the last episode of season 2 is when we see Vivi.
See,
and then and then we actually go into. Then we, then she says, "Can you help me about
Help
take
me with
me
the
here?"
key,
And
yeah.
then we'll see Alabaster's island right there.
Yeah,
And
I think Alabaster will be teased for season 3, and then
cut to black, and then we just hear Crocodile's laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
His hook just like
shiny, it's just
shining.
shines.
Like the camera's like right behind him, like how they did with
Smoker.
But
Yeah, exactly.
And we just see his hook right there, and just his laugh.
Mm-hmm. I hope they get his laugh right. Yeah, it is a
maybe they can do something different. Like you just see Crocodile, but you see all the numbers like sitting right next, sitting around
the
him.
agents. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be a cool
to
idea.
Which we'll see Mr. 1,
1, 2. Oh, Bone Clay.
3.
Oh man, I kind of want to see how they do Bone Clay. Yeah.
I want to see how they do his fucking hair.
The what?
Mr. 3's hair. I wonder how they're gonna do that.
3,
like,
number 3. Yeah,
like how the fuck are you gonna do that?
Yeah, I know.
I know you're gonna use like probably like gel it, but that thing is like tight, so it should not droop or anything.
I'm sure it'll be some sort of like wig add-on thing for whoever's head. So I don't think it'll be super hard, but it'll be hard to keep up, like keep it there. I'm sure. Yeah.
Actually, it'd be also nice, like, to introduce Crocodile in the gang. It's Miss Sunday opening the door and saying, welcoming you.
Well, see Nico Robin, you think, huh? Okay. Yeah. Oh man.
Like you don't see their faces. You kind of just see their mouths, but everything else is hidden. Like half of their faces hidden in darkness, but you see their outfits. And sitting,
like silhouette, like like a silhouetted face, but like do you see the outfit? Yeah.
Because that would be, well, fuck it. Maybe it's not Crocodile that's introduced, but we hear him laughing in the back. But it's Miss Sunday, and she's doing the. You do see her, but she's doing her
the pose, that pose, the sitting pose. Mm-hmm.
And just asking like, why are you here?
Who is going to be Nico Robin if that's going to be the case? Damn, I hope they get that right, because she's
Well, again, she's, according to Oda-san, she's
Russian.
She's Russian, so
yeah, she's Russian, so that'd be pretty.
She's Russian, and she's fucking skinny as hell. Everybody.
Yeah,
she's skinny as hell.
A little tall. Yeah, she is the tallest female, so she should be a little taller at least, and slim. Yes, tall, slim, Russian. It'd be pretty intriguing to see. Who will be Nico Robin?
I'm looking at like who can. Like I'm trying to look at Russian actresses that I may know from like obscure movies or
at least like Eastern European female actresses, right? Yeah. I mean, it'll be. I'm not gonna expect to be like a celebrity that we know, right? It's just gonna be someone we don't know, right? Although with that said, I would be wildly disappointed if it was like someone like Megan Fox or something. It'd be such a weird pick. Like, yeah, she kind of looks the part, but the acting is yeah. And speaking of which, I saw some clips or heard some clips of Nitaro's voice lines. Whoa, man, some of them are rough. Some of them are rough.
Wow, someone already made a Reddit saying that this person should play Nico Robin.
Mm-hmm.
To which she already fucking cosplayed as her.
Oh wow.
I'm trying to see, what are you known for? Like, what are your credits? Knock at the door. Look up Disney.
All right, hold on. Diane Nirenberg. Okay. Bam. Oh, okay. That's not a bad pick. Oh wow, okay.
I think that's a fan made.
Is it fan made one? Okay.
How they made
yeah.
They fan made Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange before
right.
official.
It's still a concept nonetheless. Yeah. But I can definitely see, like this, some of these shots.
Just have her hair grow a little bit longer. And
that's it. Yeah.
Put some makeup and put a cowboy hat, and that's it. You're done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty much what Nico Robbins' like fucking attire was in Alabasta Arc, was just
a lot of hats. Yeah.
The
some leather.
Cowboy hat and the, would you call that as a robe or a jacket?
Which one?
Her white getup in Alabasta.
That's a big old fucking coat. It's a fur coat. Robe-like fur coat. I mean, let's see. I mean, we can just look up Nicaragua right now. Fuck it. And then what's appearance? There you go. Purple cowgirl look. Oh yeah, that was when she joined the crew. Oh, there you go. She wore a revealing cowgirl outfit consisting of a purple cleavage corset, mini skirt. Yeah, white fur-lined coat paired with a white cowboy hat. It's just a coat. That's what it is. Yeah. Man, oh man. Where's the old? Okay. Oh wow, that's without the coat.
Oh, actually, I wouldn't mind seeing her as Nico Robin.
Which one?
Yeah, you fucking grew old. I mean, in a good way, but shit. All right. So someone said, Jennifer Connelly. For those who may know the name, she is Sarah from Jim Henson's The Labyrinth. She's the.
Why does that sound familiar? Let me see.
She's the lead girl.
Oh, she's she was Betty Ross from Ang Lee's Hulk.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. No. Oh yeah, Requiem. Yeah, there you go. Requiem for a Dream. There you go. That's the movie with Keith David. Yeah. I definitely I know her.
I can see her.
I can definitely see her. Yeah, for sure. Just have her, do like a slight Russian accent. I think that'd be perfect. Like a slight Russian accent. It doesn't have to be heavy or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be heavy. It just has to have the right like tones.
Yeah. Yep. She does have the look. I think she can pull it off. Yeah.
But now the question is she gonna? It's like, how good is your French pronunciation?
Is it French or Spanish? Because it's a lot of it's like Spanish. It's like a mixture of Spanish and French, maybe.
French, yeah.
Let me see. Abilities and powers.
It's like, what language you is?
Yeah, all right, yeah. No, that's what we got this for. Let me see. Strengths, blah, 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 usage.
There. And those fleur. Un fleur.
Fleur, yeah.
Yeah, fleur sounds, I think that is French.
Well, I mean, French and Spanish kind of derive off of each other anyway, so
yeah.
They're interchangeable, I think. At least in some form. And then there's English.
Yeah. I wonder how they're gonna do those parts when she does.
Yeah.
And then it's grabbing people, and then she just says.
Well, I'm sure they can just. The CG hands shouldn't be too much of a problem.
It shouldn't be too much of a problem, or if they're good at it, have actual, like her arm actually grabbing people, but CGI being longer.
Yeah, and then sometimes and maybe like in some shots they'll have like other actual people's hands like grabbing stuff. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
But again, the snap part is like, how are they gonna make that? Are they gonna use the same sound effects or actual like bone like cracking?
Right.
Because everybody, she's not putting them to sleep; she's actually killing them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it used to say it like right away, like what the language it is and stuff like that. Let me see. Well, it's either Spanish or French. So yeah, either way. But yeah, but for I guess for some reason she's Russian, but or considered Russian. But I guess that comes with the caveat of the fruit. I guess maybe the fruit is derived from Spanish and French origins. I don't know. Anyway, all right. So yes, season 2 is confirmed. It is going to take some time because of the writers' strike and actors guild strike thing. So I believe that's still going on. Negotiations are still ongoing. So it'll take some time. Hopefully it'll happen and be done sometime next year. And then maybe by the time the end of 2024, maybe that's when we'll see it. Maybe. But yeah, because they have everything written, funny enough. It's just they just have to have the actors back in and all the staff and stuff like that. And because of the strike, I think that does put a stop on some things. So yeah, I think that's all we got for this episode, man. For 250, episode 250. Unless you have anything else to sprinkle in there.
Well, again, hopefully season 2 does well. They'll take all the criticism, constructive criticism, to make it
all the notes. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Keep what was working in season 1, like the introduction with all the bounties. Keep that. That was one of the most entertaining things.
Yeah.
Have more bickering between Sanji and Zoro. Also, Zoro, can you just have life?
Yeah, open up a little more, right? Maybe they'll retrofit that as like, oh, he's developing character. Oh, he's opening up more with his friends.
And also, speaking about Zoro,
same with Nami.
I want to see more, or I want to see fucking Luffy launching Zoro's ass into the water.
Yeah, I gotta see those moments, man. Like they gotta see they gotta do those. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. That type of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. And then Zoro's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you later. Yeah. That's that.
Also,
that type
we also need more lost Zoro. Like.
Yeah. They kind of like a little bit.
They did it.
A little bit, but
kind of like you wanted to see more.
Yeah.
I guess don't rush it.
Yeah, that was one of the.
Don't rush it. Please have at least 9. The magic number is 9 to 10 episodes.
Yeah, 12 would be nice. 12 would be pretty nice.
12 would be nice, but
yes.
then when you think about it, it's like 12 times like an hour 30. It's like, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Actually watched a 12-hour movie. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
And all you fuckers were complaining about Endgame's runtime. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would all those notes, all those improvements would be nice. Yeah, definitely. yeah, that's I think that's pretty much.
But again, like on everyone's fears that Netflix is cursed.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's like even if it does come out good, yeah.
It's like, oh, you're at season 4. Done. Thank you for playing. Bye.
I think though maybe this will be an exception where this is essentially like the Stranger Things of live action anime, where they're just gonna keep like hold on to that, like they'll do the opposite, just like keep it tight, like in the fucking lock and key kind of thing, and you know.
To which again, let's see, how many Stranger? I got you. I gotta read mine. Okay, so there's 5 seasons. 4 seasons. There's 4 seasons. Netflix. But season 5 is supposed to be coming out soon-ish.
For what? Stranger Things?
Season, Stranger Things. Season 5 is the final season.
Yes,
okay,
for the main story, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so if we go by like five seasons.
Yes.
Okay, for One Piece, we're already down with East Blue-ish.
Yes.
Here is. I'm just gonna put season 2 and 3 together. I'm gonna call it the Alabasta arc.
Yeah, the Alabasta Drum Island arc. Yeah.
So, what is season 4 and 5?
Well, that would have to. 4 would have to be Skypiea for sure, and then
Skypiea. But how much? How much is Skypiea? Because you can skip a lot of episodes in Skypiea.
Sure. I don't know. I mean, they'll definitely have. Let's not forget about Jaya though. Jaya was pretty important, and then that leads up to Skypiea, and then after that, season 5 or whatever, that will be Water 7 / NES Lobby. Right. So
I want to see season 5 is gonna be majority Water 7. And maybe the last 2 episodes, it's gonna lead to
Water 7 or NES Lobby. And then you think NES Lobby is gonna be all of season 6 or mostly season 6? Oh wow,
mostly season 6, and then 7 you'll. It's just I want this to do well.
Yeah.
So we can get to Impel Down and fucking Marineford. Like I need to see those in live action.
Wano would be pretty nice too, yeah, but we'll see.
Wano would be too nice, but that's like,
can
you see it?
Yeah, no, that by that time we'll be like in our early 40s.
I'll be like, it'll be like, Legolas, what does your elf eye see? I see nothing.
Yeah,
just clouds.
Yes,
and a sea. But yeah, I do want to see it build down and Marineford because I really want to know how they're gonna do Eva Child.
Yeah.
When Eva's big, and
fucking head, yeah,
and then it's toned down,
right?
And then also because of Eva Child, you gotta have the singing bit, like the stage show bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and don't forget Brooke, man. Brooke. All that stuff too. Thriller Bark, man.
I'm gonna cry once we see live action Laboon. Like,
yes. Laboon.
Speaking of Laboon, happy
Laboon is gonna be the first part. Damn, man. Shit. Laboon has to be the first part.
And we also forgot happy birthday, Laboon. Today's your birthday.
Oh yeah. How appropriate, right? 250. Cheers. Even though it's just water. All right.
I've been empty, and now again I'm staring at fucking Oda. Hurry up and let Laboon see Brooke already. Fuck.
We still got.
I need those. Yeah. I need those two to just cry out their eyes. Well, he doesn't have any more eyes.
Yeah, because he's dead. Oh yeah. All right. Let's put a cap on it. I know this is One Piece. We can talk about it all day. Let's put a cap on it for right now. Yes. It's been yes. So hopefully good things to come for, and improvements of course to come for season 2 for the One Piece live action. And I would like to see what they do with Chopper and stuff like that. So, and hopefully improve upon the live action story flow and stuff like that. But anyways, that's all we got. We will definitely be ready for Tokyo Game Show, and then we'll talk about that sometime after, right, or the next time, right? And more stuff coming, right? More stuff coming for games and all that in between. So with that, thank you very much. They coming, man. They won't stop coming, man. I mean, I can say that much. Yeah. Well, anyways, thank you very much. And with that, we hope to see you all in the next one. Bye bye.